102.9. Yadi agudie mu nsɛm ɛba samra kɔpem sɛ no ndu bɛbɔ. Yaboaboa nsɛm ano bebree fra manone ɛna efie ɛna yɛde ɛbrɛ mu na nwumre yi. Yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ dwumadi ahyɛ ase no wode ho bɛhyɛm bi. Wabrɛ a wo send wadwenkyerɛ through your platforms abetumi dia fa. Yɛdi kan ɛyɛ Facebook. Ɛno no share live Otec FM Facebook page wa. Wobetumi ɛde comments agu hɔ yɛbɛkan ɛde amaw. Saranso ɛna yɛ stream show no on YouTube live. Also call search Otec Sports. Obehu yɛ na afei what drop your comments as and when our discussions are cosum the adwenkyerɛ bi a wo bia no. Obetumi ɛde afa honom. Na afei so obetumi asend a WhatsApp text. It was 0505 225578 0505 225578. And some of the ABB, but I bet here with presentation of the foreign tidbits. I know a Dominic Ouswansa, Walasti, and I Odia Kumna Fiare, and somehow do I walk and then you may. You are near Buffy, now young Fakensi, of course, who are Dakujachi, or Brass Santikotoko. And a second division side from Adom FC, Eddie Boy, you know, Yadi Hamani Bo, but when I am born moye, Eddie Outchain Quesiada Kensia, Wamoko Bo, Bibiani Dance Park against Bibiani Gold Stars, Achese, Enyasem K20. Ever share no, and then, and some Ahudwa, Yabuabuanu Fino, Ebebre discussions, Ahudu Bibre, Costumena Chassia, Cononso, Pamusima, in Numtien Chas in Framanone. Nemom fast dama Eugene Maradona or the call live on Facebook Sikapa and Suguswa Ekani Messieni. Repombe ko fila bi Scandi and afi dimonza nyina enka e odwumadi so. Ya frame Kanu wala stine de chance ya kwama no na afi repom no ya ba ya sambe som na ya toa so.
Yeah, come on and say at the attendance and you won't come up point enough, you know. Yeah, one phone cross on the attendance say you Jama travel and console say and then you better walk Tim in car. Not just a more pomodin off, you know. I'm the world on it, the attendance no rum US or Fay, Canada, Australia, Samsung and a UK, and the attendance I sinking countries in Ina. I'm a Bibian some at Timia Coso and Tiana Numres out Tim in car. Not just a one Casan one son. O pese ura mamanane ekokobo adwuma nyina ayeyu jima travel and consult na bade tudwa esem no mo din komane nyina no ene sem amode de atia ne se offer hyehye mu no soko no ensom na de abakama we no omo se mo amotwi low bed no ena afi de atia ne sem memfanto no salon track no omo de mo wuram ewo Croatia Lithuania na afi makwakoya adwuma omo sem aya salawi na nkasa attractive me patcho we no okwa na chese fie jedum obebo mo den afi no waba be hwe busua kama enti wo de okuta driver's license ɛno nso ayɛ valid me pacho wan kasa no wotimi etwi low bed na ene long tracker obefa number ne sesi na afew ne mpanimfo nso no apon komo ade afri yigima taso ye sanso no ana wo de opese wotu kwan kasa kɔbɔ bra number ne nie fa ne mpanimfo ne nkomo 0553 944 608 0553 944 608 no aye Ujima travel and consult anything about akwantu no one ne tin komana fe na anwumre no me ba to bibia nsom atimi akwaso kama hyane nso esa anwumre ya me no kasa no wo de wan kasa no na kyese wo da ye so no sansantu adwuma no obaye na fe wa ye ni ya Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies no ana me di tudwa san ne mpanimfo nso be bon komana fe no wa ba be pick admission form no ama ne nyina nsom atimi akwaso kama ne nyina ene sem uram our yetene Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies amamin front to ja say a sports na ye betre wo sanso and a program hosting ye betre wo kama yetene DJ no on some ultimate production works no e betimi akoso video and audio editing no and on some akoso kama vmix no ye kire mu amane nyina some atimi akoso kama me patcho blogging and vlogging ne nyina ye kire na feni amane nyina atimi akoso sade ye kan news no on some obesua ne kama internet nyemre sawo timi nka Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies no and abere to anim say promoting na feni mpanimfo nso no entime mon komo wa bra won so be wura na fari sua ni nyina and nso akwaso kama premises ye ya and school no entibe bia wo pia faka lecture se bra be see de tie ne say Dr. Mensa na wabusa sem ope asawanse taxi station no okwa kache driver ne sem obesi Otec from anim ho ehwa na chese usi ya no onso oba no wura our administration akwakoya inquiries no wa bra wie ya form no ejatu to kama na wafa mo amukuta wase na se SSC no mo betimi aba mature students mo pro 25 years kuma ni mo amepacho mo ne jensentu adwuma no mo betimi aba kama hye nso ese A level for no mo kan sanso na watro exam tefie twen results no na ne fe na waiting results no me bacho obetimi aba na feni ma ne nyina etimi akoso kama hye nso sa number no 0547 823 005 0547 823 005 finance 0243 842 007 eno Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies on seminar and I just amending nyina eno son etimi mo wana nyumra wo so no so ama bibia nso atimi akoye ne kano lecture say akuyere mo ano no ye den sama wuto ne nyina no eno nso etimi de abakama enti join Facebook no Otec 102.9FM Otec 102.9FM oh like page na fe no wa share live video eno na Royal Sports Kanu no de atene se bibia nso betimi akoso na fe no ene ama no nso atimi akoye kama mame mfanto dwa ensem ene de atene se Thursday ekoba ne sana ensema wuto wo no ne nyina no me ba cho me de ba ne nyane se latest awuto efi Manchester United bobo konomo eno nso ba sansom na Liverpool ani Chelsea ne Madrid ne Barca nyina me ba cho updates awuto no eno nso nyina betimi drop na chasa bebia nso no etimi akoso kama ne nyina no eno sam oni enso bebo maten na fe ya ba nan ama adwuma no yetimi ye ne kama hye nso sam na de ya me no kase no na de tene se Europe de Manchester awuto enso ani ho enti koba ne sai na chasa ye tiatom na fe sorry sawuto no ye de ne nyina eno nso atimi de apa ama chasa bebia nso atimi akoso kama men kuma no na fe no men fanto ya se owramo awade ye tie ne san and some of them I was saying, oh, our Germany, Mammy confirm say goalkeeper ni day at the mark on Drake Testegen no on a goalkeeper at the mark pass above corner. I'm a chess ram our the the diamond shafter. Mema chow point some same boy Juma. I'm a baby and some atimia que. Nanona me pacho ram will run it to the Willie and girls mana. Oh, boy Juma Adiama the diamond shafter papano. I say, yeah, young come will be a sentiment. As a despite some player, and I said goalkeeper, and he did it test again. No, and some injury or buy a piano. Still, buy no Germany number one. Among some I had no coach in a crampano or any run it. ɛne ansaita flick no ɛnso ati nkɔmmɔ ama kyɛ sɛ adwuma no nyinaa ɛtumi akɔyi adeɛ ɔreka no ɛne sɛm ɛyɛ point na nkasa ne fɔm no ɔhwɛ no mu sɛ ɛnkyɛ bia nneɛma no ɛbɛtumi akɔ so no afei goalkeeper no ankasa ɛnsom asan gyina ne nanso ama ne nyina no ɛtumi akɔyi ɛno ɛyɛ owura ne den ɛde William Gelsman ɛna ne den no mebatwɛ owura ne de to dwa ɛsɛ tester gansom ɛgu so ɛyɛ number 1 ɛde ma ɔmo yɛ ne dini Germany ɛyɛ dini nyina ɛno nsom ɛtumi de abrɛ wɔ na nyimmerɛ wɔ so no so kwabra me sɛ wɔ ama me deɛ tene sɛ Europa League no lecture sɛ na nkasa no memfa nto dwa ɛsɛm ɛyɛ team of the season no na yɛni nkɔmmɔ no mebatwɛ deɛ wɔaseɛ no bɛfiri hɔ no afei no yɛayɛ adwuma no kama mebatwɛ goalkeeper no UEFA ɛyi owura ne te ɛde Guillermo Vicario ɔno ɛyɛ goalkeeper ɛde mɔmɔ mebatwɛ ɔhyɛ no nso sɛ Pedro Porro ɛgyina ne fanfa so ana owura ne te ɛde Jokan ɛnso ɛgyina deɛ teɛ no sɛ benkum so na deɛ wɔ mu no sɛ owura ne de Robin Koch ɛne abrante ne de Christian Romero ɛna ɛpɛ ɛwɔ center back hɔ okɔ mfimfin wɔ a ɛyɛ Bruno Fernandes sansom ɛna player ne de Casemiro ɛwura mɔ boy and it did it back and some ho Nico Williams at Denim ho Ryan Cherokee and some at that the tennis and of Dominic Solanke and so them fin Nico Williams and Ben coming on now Ryan Cherokee and some Anaminifa now for Dominic Solanke and so on up one thing and so I arrowhead and I'm a Germany and some Atimia Cosonti UEFA so no at the Europa League and a team of the season or at media to Jaya Dinina and some Timedia Pona Chasabian sono and some Timia Cosway ten some autono and so Timedia Pa after ye tear some of the stories autono and some Adia Panemomian Washan and so as Osei Press Enterprise and you may have no casino oh dear oh yeah car fan of perfumes sound some kind of person oh oberem Osei Press Enterprise and you may not know oh no I'm quite common you know and some honor the perfumes I will do maybe I show fiti crotia na what ye fear film way no and yan kind of ye never no maybe I show edition and a go way no I perfumes a go at the end more hey over posa amateurs and one casano oh say yes way nan casa a perfume I don't jam rubber piana ye bet you and ya so nina Osei per se perfume bay and a water da perfume bay and what anything maybe I chop perfume bay and I would ye obidia sando say baby to now use na baby antimin koso and your friend ya baby perfume city na fino what casa media no crampono ya maso into a say person be intim I say perfume be open assassin so no brahma say ho opa no money bia on my culture so we ebini ho twen kakra enche bia bi beba entim ahono money de a home of perfumes and of slippers de tie no and some Nike slippers no will be Adidas and ebi ho some na Gucci will be mama infanto ya Sams and ebi ho and de tie ne some aya Versace ni nyina and de akeka ho ni nyina no me ba to Osei Press Enterprise will be uramo e wo ketia Dubai mama infanto ja some aya police station in Chenwa no and I to Osei Press Enterprise price no fino me ba chop perfume sawodo and slippers sawodo ni nyina wakwa koyi lecture sawo som ahia to so kama wa bra wo miemie di gun wo ba bia no etimi awadi amount channel so asamu a mo ye boutique sawodo mo a mo so mo ye cosmetic shop sawodo and afi ema na mo ye salon so no sese no on sa salon na wodo no de tiene sen motonton body spray and afi perfumes sawodo ni me mama di ngram awo Osei person konkoje be nampani nie from sese na afi no ye enquiries no na afi o kwa wakosum na de ababe go shop no mo 0249 238 370 0249 238 370 and answer 0502 520 634 0502 520 634 and no Osei Press Enterprise and any no me ba cho me to ja esam onu am kasa and some lebetin kita wona fe de akapia and some ato so kama yankua no na fe no me mfanto no say de atene say United bobo kono am say after the Europa League no ma me mfanto ya say coach ani den ade Robin Amorim na chasabapa no ekokoye interview so ono ankasa no de atene say Manchester bobo kono say baby ababedu no ono our projector or say name some Manchester penny for no ayo matching say I crowd by no ya through Europa League final ya ntimi anye ntim ne de ya kwa kopem ne ja ya de ne be pon ne cheso aba be bo adwuma ma men conference owura ne tin ade European amorim ose yankam obi aso ntimente asa ono onsoro ne ensoro china esa Manchester bobo ko ne be pam no na omo pam no krampa compensation ono omusabi na chesenka wakwa kokase ebi wakwa kwatwe manson be yesi sansam ne pae no na empanifo yesi anya bia owura no wa we Manchester fonsom na betimi apam no nemom no ena nyemre dia mensenka ene sem yesi United hierarchy no ensom support papa na tin ade Robin na Morim sa papa na djuma na opo no omani sopa omo se de tie no ene se tim no under construction no go so ehye ama bibia nso atimi akoso kama enti sesei na nkasa no okokoyi owura ne de European na Morim free wa lectures ade ne nyina ebeye basa na manager na kasa ade nsam penalty me de atodwa ne nya ne se Manchester bobo kono awo plans awodo a me ba chode ye tie ne san so mo ye adwuma na fe adwuma so no amatimi akọ wo ye Manchester supporter menim se week we de wa we yan ka bom odin krampo hwe se enkanuru Monday na sports jaitie na mom no enye de wo pe na chese Yesu pe ma me mfanto yes Amorin se yanka wo bia so ntimente ase Manchester bobo kono wo two plans a amade kwa market ni mo o se one Manchester for ntiase ase United mo Champions League sanso na Europa League no omumobi na chese European competition United enya bi ose ekokoba ne say ya say United nso no you so the other side of air club no ama bibia nso timi koso ose ombenya more time na fe no omso atimi ya adwuma wa bra eno nso abeboa ama United bobo kono enso atimi focus e Premier League no so na chese be bia Manchester enso 37 no omso ya adwuma no ama bibia nso no etimi ankoso kama entise say ne Manchester bobo kono e ba be concentrate na fe no adwuma ne nyina omabone kama wa bra no enso abeboa na fe next season no be ba Premier League no United nso no atimi contend na fani ma ne nyina eno nso atimi akoso kama ya dine nyina no eno nso timi ya todwa na former Manchester United omo a center back na tede Rio Ferdinand kwabena ma me ne picture no na fe ye ni nkomo ose wono se so wote wo na okokwate esi obi ka ai ana Amorim outa we kura be pa de dia denchiu ama wuni pa no wo pa ba bia fa no ne de o ka no ane se hwe anye Manchester Europa League omaluso no ane ese determine manager ne tin ade Robin Amorim ne future o say ono de o ka no ane se manager no Manchester approaching the first ono our information air asa Robin Amorim aka kire Manchester mpanimfo no asa on person obeba middle of the season enko benya obeba no na one United bobo kono ba be pre-season nothing no one some atimi nya total control over the squad na fe niam ne nyina anu some atimi akoso ose saade ne nyina ma ose this time no ana chese anu so e kire pefe asam amoma manager ne kwan a lecture so betimi abadwuma amane ne nyina no anu some atimi akoso kama ose o check players awo ho ana fe papa na nkasa no ne system all bar etoda bia akwakoye daba edaha we nam ha na we nam ha entin ama players ne bebria omo nso na omo United omo ye key members no omo ntimi mfete into owura no the scheme of air things asese no some owura ne nya kwan na cheso no so no abomoten abo adwuma adema United bobo kono eno aye owura ne tin ade Rio Ferdinand no and what is sansam ne nyina eno nso ntimi ya todwa na another United player kwabena fano to so say wom dia obo AON no fano mame abrante ne tin ade Rafael da Silva obekai boy we Manchester hono no oba adwuma pa ama niam nyina koso ne mom no adwuma no asa anson krofu ani ama chese niam pina no eno so akoso Rafael da Silva say yankam wo bia so ntimente ase dia tene se oram e Manchester na chese players no ana de bia complaints awodo amadane chese de tie ne club no PRO ana omo ankasa no onim sem bia omo communication school dia omo cheche nsem musa boys no enya bibi de hye osem bia ne enye ntokwa onamom no de all kinds of Manchester assign player ne ɔkyena obenya excuse no afei no mistake bi ba ɔde akɔ akɔhyɛ wɔse de bia no nkurɔfo blame coach no ɛna afei club no name no deɛ te ne sɛ boys a ɔmobɔ Manchester no mentality na ɔmode ba no ɛne Manchester culture no ɛnam baabi a mom ntoɔ no deɛ ɛsɛm ɛyɛ United bɔbɔkɔ no ɛnsom ɛsan ne players a ɔmobɔ United culture no ɔmo nsom ɛbɛtumi apɔmɔten no afei no adeɛ friend sɛ proper orientation ɛno nsom ɛtumi akɔ so no afei no ɔmote United culture no ase ama nneɛma no nyinaa ɛno nsom ɛtumi akɔ so a yɛdi no nyina no ɛno nsom ɛtumi aba na still United na ne nyinaa ɛne nsɛm ɔbɔfoɔ ɛne deɛ ne nam ho apa so onim sɛ Manchester bɔbɔkɔ no ɛne Adidas nso no ɛwɔ contractor sɛsɛ no contract no Adidas ɛwɔ ne part a ɛsɛ ɔmo bɔmɔden na afei no ɔmo timi ɛfa fele Manchester ɛnso ɛwɔ ne part a ɛsɛ ɔmo nso timi fa fele na Manchester deɛ no na ɛhyɛm ɛsɛ United ɛntimi anqualify ankɔ Champions League a ɛsɛ ɔmo tua £10 million ɛde ma Adidas adwumakuo no mebatwa na anwumere deɛ me nsa ka ne sɛ Manchester ɔmo ahu sɛ ɔmo default enti wei no ɛkyerɛ din ɛso ɔmo tua 10 no enti yɛsɛ United mpanimfo nso no apɔmɔten nsom ate asɛ sɛ Satan na ɛyɛ dɛ a Adidas nsom abɛgye na afei ɔmo akɔ akɔdi ama nneɛma nsom atemi akɔ so kama yɛde ne nyinaa ɛno nso tumi de ato dwa United ɛwɔ plans ɛsɛ sɛsɛ no adeɛ friend sɛ proper clear out ɛna squad no ɔmo ba bɛyɛ na deɛ tie ne sɛ players ne pii na bɛkɔ na afei no sika bɛpa no ɔmo wɛsɛ ɔmo de bɛtɔ players a ɔmo bɛsate na Manchester owura ne tede Ruben Amorim nso no ne project no ɔde ahyehyɛ ama kyɛsɛ ne nyina nso atemi akɔ so na mepatwɔ anwumere yɛ ba no adeɛ no krampo no ɛnya nyina yɛ o yɛse owuram ɛwɔ Saudi Professional League no mu a Al Hilal bɔbɔkɔ no after sɛ United ɛnso no mixi out ɛwɔ deɛ te ne sɛ Champions League no mu a next season no ɔmo ntimi mɔ UEFA Champions League anaasɛ European competition bia no yɛse Hilal bɔbɔkɔ no sɛ hwɛ mo deɛ mo wɔ hɔ na mo ntimi mɔ Europe deɛ a yɛyɛ wɔ sika yɛbɛba bɛfa bi anwumere deɛ me nse ka ɛne sɛ Hilal bɔbɔkɔ no ɛnsom atwe mo te ɛsɛ Manchester captain a ne ti de Bruno Fernandes no ɔmo nsom ɛba bɛfa no ama deɛ me nse ka ɛne sɛm ɛyɛ contract no anasɛm deɛ ka ne kyɛ sɛ concrete ɛyɛ talk so bi a ɛnsom ɛnkɔ so between Manchester ne ɛbɔm no ɔmo hyɛaseɛ ne boy no ɛyɛ ne entourage ne ti nkɔmɔ sɛm owura ne ten ɛde Bruno no ɛkwan bɛta ho a ne kyɛ sɛ Hilal bɔbɔkɔ no ɛnsom ɛba bɛfa no ama no kɔ ama kyɛ sɛ adwuma no nyina no ɛtumi atoɔ so mebatwɔ way by wabra after Europa League final no mebato Bruno Fernandes ɛde kɔto dwa ɛsɛ ɔno ɛmra na so sɛ Manchester mpanimfoɔ dwen sɛ ɔno ɔkɔ na ɛbɛboa ɔno ɔyɛ ready na so ɔbɛfiri United akɔ yɛsi ɛno mu no ɛna Hilal esika yɛso ɔmode ma boy no ɛyɛ sikatuo ɛna ɔmo pɛ so ɔmo nso no ɛbɔ player ne din ɛde Bruno Fernandes na afei owura no ɛnsom ɛbɛbɛwuram ɛwɔ Saudi Professional League no mu ɛma adwuma no nyina ɛno nso ɛtoɔ so a yɛde ne nyina no ɛno nso tumi de aba onim sɛ Luke Shaw ɛyɛ player baako a ɔno nso ɛgyinam ɛde ma United bɔbɔkɔ no na ɛna enyimire deɛ me nse ka ne sɛ boy no ɛwɔ gentleman agreement with owura ne din ade Antonio Conte ne nyina ne sɛ last summer no yɛsɛ Conte din kɔma ɛhwɛ ya ama January ne krampo no ɛno nso ɛtoa so ama owura ne din ade Luke Shaw ama owura ne din Antonio Conte ne word ɛsɛ ɔno sɛ summer ne duru na bibi a nkyɛngyi na afei nneɛma kɔyɛ bɛsi basaa ɔno Luke Shaw no ɔpromise owura ne tiri Conte ɛsɛm ɔbɛba bɛwuram ɛwɔ Napoli na afei adwuma no ɛno nso asate ntɛna nwumere deɛ me nsa ka ɛne sa yɛse ɛsase Napoli bɔbɔkɔ no ɛnkyɛ ɔmo nso ɛbɛsate ne Manchester United team no ɛnso ayɛ negotiations wɔ abra mo hwɛ ɛsɛm ayɛ bɔɔl yɛ ne den ɛde Luke Shaw nso ɛbɛpa no afei no adwuma no nyina atumi atoa so kama yɛde ne nyina no ɛno nso ɛtumi de aba United hɔ amame mfa nto dwa ɛsɛ season no Nyankopɔn boa yɛte ne sɛ Premier League no ɛbɛba na wieyɛ weekend yɛ de ɛnim no na 2 players ɛbɛ return aba bɛpie mu ɛwɔ Manchester for afa adwene no awie Jadon Sancho ɛne Marcus Rashford ɛyɛ 2 guys a make ɔmo asɛm no United say saa 2 guys no deɛ tie ne sɛ o check ɔmo salaries anaasɛ wages a ɔmo gye ɛwɔ Manchester ɛwɔ soro paa enti wei no ɛnimanim yɛ no ɛso ɔmo hu ɔmo di na afei boys ne mie no ɔmo nso sika no ɔmo de ka wɔn na kyɛsɛ beebi nso tumi kɔ so hyɛ ne nso ɛsɛ Manchester deɛ me nsa ka no ɛne sɛ Ruben Amorim club ni sika mo be ye no aye 100 million pounds na fe amaton players ade asoso so na United nsom ade aye recruitment eno nsom abeboa amane ama ne nyina no etimi akaso kama ye de nyina eno nsom etimi atodwa enti Manchester story na den ana opesa wote be ba cho ne nyina no etimi pakama wa brad ye bebe bia no ye de betum afa bibia nso no etimi akaso kama sa be gyina wa Manchester no mame fontoja sa player ne den ade Tijani Rangers aya boy bakua be ma cho club Saudi wo Europa amo pesa boy no na timma ono de nani apre pass so be fa no eye City boboko no ana nyimre de amense kan se City enso atu nipa ade afri de tie ne sam aya Manchester krom ho amo kwa kopiem e wo Italy no mo wuramo awo Milan amo kwa Omni AC Milan for Kwakwadin Komo for player ni Tijani Rangers na fe boy no and some ababe ram ama jumanina and some atimia twaso ya den sama wuto no and so timidi atoja beba cho chance boboko no and anyumre dia menseka and say Brighton and Hove Albion striker ni din ade Joao Pedro yes Chelsea boboko no and so you ready asem amba prepare big da and some ram be 50 million pounds na fe no omri akwa Brighton sa boy no oba be bo mo na fe no adwuma no some atimi akoso enti dia mensa kan some ayasa offer no enti bia and some betom for Chelsea say omo kwakwa pe player ni dire Joao Pedro no let chasania ma nyina no and some atimi akoso kama ye de sansama wuto no and some atimi aba be ba cho o join it Facebook no Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm oh ba na wala iki page no we are share live video and I Royal Sports Kanu no ebabu pa ama chese show ni nyina no and some go viral ye ne sa no me ba cho o comment sa wo no o de be ba YouTube no Otec Sports and to konwa let chese won some subscribe bit na fe no yakuya ne mo kama na chese dia kama bia no ene ma no some atemi akoso kama ba sababo kono ania bre esa ommamiamia ne momo mamelami yama na yento nkomo na so kwabena de atiene san bansa tim no apesa amo finalize boy and din ade Lamin Yama ne renew no as soon as possible na chese bibia nso no ano nso atimi kwaso ne nyina ne sa player no aya one guy asese no man de atiene san bansa tim no na Lamin ni mu a ohun saye sane ma no entimi nkoye sa enti de mensen ka no ene sam aye boy no omo se anye bia omo som apesa by Monday there omo timi finalize deal no na fe no de atiene sa announcement nsom apa bontin ma ne nyina no ene nsom akaso kama ye de ne nyina ene nso timi de atodwa wa bra me ya sa story no ma men confirm se ene de no owra ne din ade hore Mendesa oginem ade ma Lamin Yama no me ba cho papa ne pie mo awa de Tennessee Spain ekọ Barca fo no ene omo kodidi nkomo na ma chese de menseka ene sem aya enkomo no ene nso akoye pa ama ne ma ne nyina ene nso etemi akoso na owura ne didi ore Mendes epie ye no ana ensentro for twen no mu bisa ne se yewura se Lamin Yama no boy no ne ho nsam na nkasa te se ene o se Lamin de no kranie oye player baako a chese no nkasa no obetimi aka esa boy ne de kiane ke Ballon d'Or no aye dey Lamin Yama enso ebejimi wa bra o Mendes enso pomade de sansam na todwa no let chese video ni nemu kwabena de beto so na fa bibia nsom atimi akoso enti ene Jorge Mendes ade sansam ne de atodwa okasa ye no na ye dey ese akidie yenwura mu na fe no yenti kakra Jorge Mendes on set Lamin Yama ebeji Ballon d'Or no tie kakra na fe no yemkwe na story sa wodo aka ni nyina yemfamre wo.
No habrá problema, ¿no?
¿Feliz? No.
Está feliz, ¿no?
Está feliz.
¿Cuándo va a renovar? ¿Cuándo?
Mira, si no puedo, no. Tengo el avión ahí esperándome.
¿Pero cuándo va a renovar?
¿Cuándo va a renovar?
Va a renovar en breve, ¿sí? Va a renovar en breve. Estate tranquilo, va, tranquilo. Este es el mejor jugador del mundo, va a ser Ballon d'Or seguro. ¿Sí?
¿Cuándo va a renovar?
Va a renovar. Tranquilo.
Nacho.
Este es el mejor jugador del mundo, va a ser Ballon d'Or.
No habrá problema, ¿no?
No,
Hay que ser el mejor pagado, ¿no? Cuidado.
right inti sana adie ni nyina tie mu amohwe Facebook no me ba chode yetie ne sem owura ne dide ore Mendes ana nkrofo de ode microphone pim papa na no so na chese de ode twi ne tire ho ne de aka ne nyina no omo som abomaden a me pacho mo sawanti owura na omo bomaden na fe ne questions awodo omo de ama ne kama entim na Facebook no so no ana video no eno som ata so kama o join ya bibia so betimi akoso na me pacho we aya Real Madrid aso ye and you didn't come away, officially, Luka Modric, ever born the last game, our La Liga mo, at the Aba Madrid, Nyanko Pombo, weekend here, day, anyway, no. Luka Modric, me pacho, ne era, our Madrid, and the no Madrid Bobokono, and Luka Modric, I confirm it, as a season in Panaway, ya. Me ba cho boy no nto aso anya adwuma emfama Madrid bobo ko ne biemu entim o check ya na chese weekend we no onuansam obebo ne last Liga game e de Madrid bobo ko no yes Luka Modric de na enkonya ya nko betena sanso no ana new manager papa ne tin e de Japi Alonso ne Madrid mpanimfo no etin komo ka kire mo sam owura no omo wi ne contract ne nemom no yes na Madrid hurricane say ne ba bia du no so mo close chapter no for papa mpanimfo no church elders no na fe enkwadan ketenkete no adagila mo ene boys aka no omo nsom omo kwan nyina ne say Yesu kan ese mo man kwadan ne kwan na fe omo mra me nchen enti we no ekokọba ne say ya sem omo je owura ne kwan ene de no me ba to Luka Modric or the statement ba bonten and was say Madrid supporters no or say dear Madrid sisters or say emra na du na fe moment ono na pesa be bona brabo mo no aba wase football na football ankasa no ko anim no sanso ana o hyase no ebe wona wieye enti awieye no enu anie Saturday or bona last game our Panebewa omo wiye no se eno bebua pa ama chese bebia nsom atimi akoso no fe no ade ma nsom atimi akoye kama no kranie osem obaye na 2012 eno owura mo awo Madrid bobo kono mo oba no waba na chese ode niam pina na baye na mo Madrid amo no Luka Modric no why important award ye tie ne sem awiase entim wapa no le chese bebia nsom atimi akoso kama ye de nyina eno nsom atimi ya todwa eno aye owura ne tin ade Luka Modric no anu wade sansam ne nyina etimi ya ba na mame mfanto no say owura ne de Luka Modric me kana asame no me ba cho so far papa no aye 13 seasons anu oba be di ye ewo Madrid bobo kono mo appearances oye o make ye no aye 519 anu ono so nya ye onya stars no makomako 392 and afa goals no aye 43 assist aye 74 me ba cho trophies awudo no Champions League unia je makomako de tie no ane sem aye ensia Samsung and La Liga no or J4 Copa del Rey mi no Spanish Super Cup no ya 4 UEFA Super Cup no and some aye 4 FIFA Club World Cup no aye 5 and afa Ballon d'Or unia some aje bako ade piso enti Luka Modric so no ono some adwuma wabo awo Madrid bobo kono no na de tie nie mami confirm say papa ne did Modric me kana asam no de wo mo ne say yes Madrid bobo kono plan asa Club World Cup no unu abegyinam na fe no senior man team amband no na waye adwuma ne kama ne nyina ene se oba ebeboa pa ama chese bibia nsom atimi akoso players awudo we see Luka Modric wo na chese omo de omo messages awudo no ba Luka Modric ne wo fase anything ade Rodrigo Goyes wade ne dia ba wade pictures awudo oni Modric nso no ebo modi ye ne nyina ade aba wo se hard de mano asa ono ye ba be ko new season player bi etese Luka Modric no ohuno our dressing room ho na de tie ne sem o serve as ne anchor sansom ano no ankasa no ye ne senior man locker room one no na chese eno no aye de tie ne sem aye owura ne de Rodrigo Goyes na sam no ana make no Luka Modric na dam for power baako aye Edam Militao say no Madrid bobo kono no ono na hwibom Militao se no kuranie ade na ankasa nso no ha dwene pa ne nyina ne se Luka Modric na okono ebe ha dwene dem no ono ankasa o check talent ane kura no mentality ane se de o si brain ho ase na ayesa krama ya wo hunu wura no o da form de bi anti no kura nie ono de obeka no sam wura ne dire Modric ne de Madrid no on benya ne so bi no na che Sergio Ramos o kai papa we obu nua wa akire ho no opia de ma Modric na afi no o jeje mu ade ma Benzema ne Ronaldo na Ramos so say Sachama efiri ho na eya asem kese pa na de obeka ne say na damfo ana chese ni nua ana ne eniema ne nyine kono enti kokoba ne say ya eya rewo ne mom no or wishing the very best sem owura ne so ba bia wo kono eniema nko Marcelo de ne de aba ensom aba ba wish owura ne tin ade Luka Modric ensom aye wall aye de nyina eba wanko de atie ne yes since 2021 season bia endia Madrid captain efiri ho say the armband na ba beto ne so no likely as a next season obeko na de tie nie omo kono mame famra Messi say Modric kono the armband ne betim no 2021 owura ne did Sergio Ramos ekoi ema supporters no any players ne bi eti ni suo 2022 armband no 21 Ramos koye no ebetim Marcelo beba 22 Marcelo da Silva Junior ensom efiri Madrid okoye na amband no ebedi Benzema ho beba 2023 Karim Benzema ensom efiri Madrid eno so koye arehosem okoye no amband no aba betim owura ne din ade Nacho Fernandez ono so koye ama amband no owura ne din Luka Modric ene be ball no this time oko when na eba be ball no Dani Caballero Ramos and next season no obetim amband no adiama Madrid boboko na ano aye kakra eba Monday Madrid boboko no the tennis ombe announce ese owura ne tin ade Jabi Alonso eba be boy djuma ama bebia nso atimi akoso sada na uram o de Seleção Brazil omo so announce ese Carlo Ancelotti aba eba be boy djuma ama bebia nso atimi akoso kama Antonio Rudiger de menseka and say Spain competition committee no and so man de tie say 6 matches ama bibia timi akoso don't ka ba mecha no mbina fe na emwa ebeboa ma mensam ni nyina no etimi asisiye na afa bibia nso no etimi akoso kama eyadupa for a man mema Messi edro we ne yakan wasam che enti bra Otec FM ha oba obenya biato say ye baako say ye mienu say ye nan say ye du enakam no ne nyina won sabe ka be pharmacy sawudo ene herbal shop sawudo ne nyina no don't ka ba mecha from Diamond Scientific Herbal and Research Clinic and Thursday and some of the doson ekwan no so ewase de ya waboboa no ana awro mpabu agu ewura wo dem enti yemfon sam nsi na the boss player wan koka no ene abodja form ra beto aso
102.9 Otec Sports.
Right, ebeda wa last year asiento aso ye call Eugene Mart Travel and Consult for Australia. In the past few months, I rafi mui. Wamu di amanfo pina na tu kwan kwa bruchre. Enti upe the best plug in terms of wakwantu semo na kwantu semo mfa wani nhwe baby fufuro. UG Mats omebua ye pa mpenifo wa haya ni ombetwe nkomo for some few minutes ansana yatwa dwumade ne so. Henry say bia boko de.
Nyame adum bia boko.
Nice one. Manager.
Yes, boss.
Na bia find there.
Nyame adum ogusu krukrai.
Atiase. All right. And ye team.
Edase. Ebechia etiefo ne ona edi echi nyina ene enwumre. Ye kana ye ka akwantu ho asem se ne wadi nkan aka no. Enwumre eye omo mpeso mutu kwan ekoye adwuma ewo Europe. Omo ho asem na ye kan ti se wo pene se okọ Europe ekoye adwuma nko ade a enwumre unti na yaba ye no di saa enkomoi se oye truck driver na o license na license D anase F ona enwumre ye di ho nkomo truck driver license D anase F ye de wo ko Croatia akwakoye adwuma 5 years working permit ene ye de maun truck driver license D or F obi o honso a otumichi truck no but ne license no enye D anase F oba say working experience na 1 year or more ye betumi upgrade your license na ma near the wako Croatia as a truck driver and inti say o peno enwumre anase oni so ade hunu say utu kwan kwa ma no ne koye adwuma as a truck driver e kredi kan aye ka ho asem Croatia as a truck driver ye yi anu free ho a Croatia na so ye warehouse workers ho ene construction workers and inti say o nimde warehouse adwuma ho ana se we construction worker ye kiremu a construction workers na ente se de yenim wa ha anaasɛ deɛ yɛyɛ no wɔ ha sɛ ɛyɛ blocks ho asɛm nko a ɛyɛ concrete ho asɛm nko a daabi go beyond ɛno ɛno nti requirement ɛwɔ ɛno ho ɛyɛ sɛ wawie SHS sɛ wawie SHS nko a deɛ a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama to work in Croatia as a construction worker anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi ɛde wakɔ as a construction worker ɛwɔ Slovakia ɛno nti yɛka saa nkuro mmienu Croatia construction workers ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna warehouse workers nso ɛwɔ hɔ ehia sɛ woyɛ obi a wawie SHS na wopɛ sɛ utu kwan ɛkɔyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ amanɔne anaasɛ Euro specifically ɛwɔ Croatia yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama mini adeɛ yɛka ɛyɛ adwuma nyinaa o plane ticket ɛka ho baabi a wokɔ a wobɛda ɛka ho ɛna o medical insurance ɛka ho ɛno nti adwuma no a woyɛ no wowɔ ahotosoɔ sɛ asɛm ka sɛ me ho dodo me koraa na ɛnyɛ me a me sika na meyi akɔhwɛ me ho yareɛ medical insurance ɛwɔ hɔ ɛma wo ɛno nti yɛfiri ɛno ase a na yɛka ne sɛ ɔmo a wowɔ passport dada obi wɔ hɔ a yɛdi nkɔmmɔ yi n'ani gye ho sɛ ɔbɛba but oni passport ne nyinaa yɛbɛyɛ bi ama wo sɛ uni passport a bra yɛbɛyɛ bi ama wo yɛatoa ɔkwantuo nhyehyɛe no so ama sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a wani so ade hunu opɛ so otu kwan kwa ama no ne kɔyɛ adwuma no ɛbɛbam yɛbɛsan abɛka Slovakia sɛ ne yɛdi nkan kan ne nkuro a enwumre yɛde aba nyinaa ɛyɛ European countries ne nyinaa so ɛka Schengen zone ne ho nti sɛ mikuta visa ɛwɔ Croatia metumi ɛde akɔ other European countries no ɛnso ɛso ɛno nti Slovakia yɛnuanom a yɛnim ka ho adwuma yɛ ho nkɔmɔ na enwumre yɛdi ɛno nti sɛ mewɔ magazine na sɛ minim ka ho adwuma yɛ anaasɛ minni hɔ mpo na minim ka ho adwuma yɛ a mo ɛna yɛhia mo ɛdɛm akɔ Slovakia akɔ yɛ adwuma company no approach car nti car manufacturing company ɛna yɛdɛm ɛkɔ nti oyɛ auto electrician anaasɛ auto mechanic anaasɛ car sprayer ana wode afempo na usua car no ho adwuma ɛyɛ a akwanya aba ama wo sɛ yɛde wokɔ Slovakia yɛnya abotrɛ ɛka ne nkakra sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛte na wɔn ho baabi a onso wobɛtumi akɔ ɛnyɛ sɛ mepɛ sɛ mekɔ Slovakia but menka saa nkɔfo wei ho ɛyɛ specific sɛ mekɔ Slovakia ɛyɛ auto mechanic auto electrician anaasɛ car sprayer anaasɛ metumi ɛhyehyɛ car parts no ebia akwanya aba ama me ɛwɔ Slovakia o plane ticket ɛka ho accommodation ɛka ho medical insurance ɛka ho ɛno nti sɛ wowɔ ɔpɛ ne sɛ wotu kwan ɛkɔyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ Slovakia enwumre ohun nkɔmɔ ɛna yɛdi no sɛ ebia na wote yɛn nkɔmɔ yi ayɛ wo de wopɛ sɛ ohu yɛ ne kyia kwan wohwehwɛ yɛn ana baabi a wonam ne mpo usi yɛbɛhyɛ sɛ wobɛgye yɛn numbers yi na wahwehwɛ ne kyia kwan yɛfiri enwumre yi ɛkɔ wobɛtumi afrɛ nyame yɛ adom akyina nɔpa wobɛhwehwɛ ne kyia kwan wɔ office yɛne wadi nkɔmɔ nti quickly yɛde yɛn numbers ne yɛn ne kyia kwan ɛto dwa yɛwie a yɛatoa nkuro no ne office a aka no so ama
yɛn numbers ni 050 972 5633 050 972 5633 anase 055 394 4608 055 394 4608 Kumasi your not central so you know Bugis building near adjacent say ufi bekwara about our niche so for liar catch a meeting is only or South Junction and I say Bugis building no obesiu oboasen so your Yak Towers opposite former GN Bank no Masalachi we wana ubehu Ujima travel and consult na ye free wa continue share so amount
medase nti sɛ wafa yɛn numbers na wohwɛ ne kyia kwan a sɛ ne yɛde ato dwa no wobɛhu yɛn ɛbrɛ bia numbers yɛde to dwa yi sɛ ɛyɛ normal call anaasɛ WhatsApp any of the social media platforms wohwehwɛ yɛ wɔ hɔ a wobɛhu yɛn afei yɛka Lithuania ɛno nso ɛwɔ Europe Lithuania ɛno nso ɛwɔ Europe ɛno nso yɛpɛ truck drivers license D or F sɛ wotie nkɔmmɔ no a yɛdi ni yɛ a yɛdi nkan ka sɛ yɛpɛ truck drivers ɛwɔ Croatia afei yɛsan hia truck drivers ɛwɔ Lithuania ɛno working experience ɛni sɛ yɛ less than 2 years sɛ oyɛ truck driver na watwi truck no more than 2 years a akwanya wo hɔ ma sɛ yɛde utu kwan ɛkɔ Lithuania European country ɛkɔ yɛ adwuma unhia bibia gye o passport ene wa ho boabu a wayɛ financially sɛ obeba but ye ka financial aspect na ye ka ama wahu sɛ ɛbo a ɛda so ɛyɛ de wa ho odin betumi empo sɛ ɛsoma wa ye wa akwanya wo hɔ ma sɛ ye ma utua bi wa ha na de aka ɛso no kɔyɛ adwuma na etua de enti ye ma saa akwanya ne sɛ wini nipa bebree pɛ etu kwan but ahoɔden no wɔ fam ɛno nso nkyerɛ sɛ eni sɛ wani suade hunu no ye ka hye eni tina na ye hyɛ sɛ ofrɛ na ye ne wudi nkɔmɔ na nka pɛbrɛ na bra office ebia wa ahoɔden na ususu sɛ endru baabia no oba ye betumi aboa o ebia ye country na opɛ sɛ wokɔ but nkɔmɔdie na chi no ye behu sɛ aha ene bɛboa o ye pɛ truck drivers wɔ Lithuania ɛno nso o plane ticket ka ho accommodation ka ho afi o medical insurance nso ka ho ye bɛkɔ akodi nkɔmɔ wɔ Czech Republic ɛno nso warehouse workers na ye pɛ ɛno de ehia ne sɛ wobetumi aka brɔfo baako mienu midin de sɛn ne saa nneɛma ne bi ɛno a ne de yehia warehouse workers na construction workers wɔ Czech Republic no ɛno ne ho requirement baako ne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wayɛ adwuma ne bi wɔ hada ɛno na ɛbɛboa ama yɛtumi ɛde wakɔ Czech Republic as a construction worker yeyi ɛno efiri hɔ a enuanom a ɛpɛ sɛ ɛkɔ US ɛkɔyɛ adwuma as caregivers ɛwɔ US obi wɔ hɔ a ɔnyɛ caregiver anaasɛ oni health background biara but sɛ oni health background anaasɛ ɔnyɛ caregiver na ukuta university degree a yebetumi aboa ama watumi akɔyɛ adwuma wɔ US as a caregiver. The only thing na ohia ne sɛ ube go through 3 months training ɛwɔ ha. After that o qualify sɛ yɛgye wo visa ma wokɔ US ɛkɔyɛ adwuma as a caregiver. Yeyi ɛno firi hɔ a enuanom a ɛyɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ akwanya aba ma sɛ obɛyɛ kyerɛkyerɛni high school teacher anaasɛ basic school na opɛ sɛ wotu kwan ɛkɔ amanɔne ɛkɔ kyerɛ ade a akwanya no aba ama ɛwɔ Vietnam anaasɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛma ɛwɔ US specifically yɛpɛ IT tutors ɛwɔ high school, elective mathematics teachers ɛwɔ high school, chemistry teachers ɛwɔ high school anaasɛ integrated science ɛwɔ high school. Inti saa deɛ yabobɔ so yi sɛ okyerɛ emu bia na opɛ sɛ wokɔ US ɛkɔ kyerɛ ade a akwanya no wɔ hɔ ɛma wo. Yɛka US deɛ na yɛka ne sɛ we only have the next 3 weeks ahead of us ɛne yɛde ewie saa offer no. And inti sɛ wote yɛnka na oyɛ kyerɛkyerɛni ɛwɔ high school in any of these subjects ayabobɔ so na wo pɛni so otu kwan kɔ kyerɛ ade wɔ US a ifri ene counting the next 3 weeks ɛne yɛde edi saa adwuma no. Yɛka ne sɛ ane yɛpɛ sɛ ohun ne sɛ ɛnyɛ ade a de bia ɛwɔ hɔ ɛni nti ne yɛba a yɛma ohun ne ma foforo a Ujima Travel and Consort yɛde aba yɛfiri hɔ a yɛbɛba Australia deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ sisia ɛyɛ for miners, underground truck operators, dozer operators ɛna yɛhwehwɛ ɔmo for Australia. All other unskilled work nyinaa ɛwɔ US anaasɛ Canada anaasɛ New Zealand ɛno ɛba nyame yɛ adom a next month June 15 June ɛkɔ and it is say oh penny say wotu kwan kɔ these countries US, Canada, Australia anaasɛ New Zealand na okoye any of the unskilled worker nyame yɛ adom a 15 June ɛna yɛfiri aseɛ but yɛn twɛn enkodu hɔ ansa ne aba yɛntu anamɔmra ne yɛhu hyehyɛ a ɛwɔ hɔ saa working opportunities a yɛaka ho asɛm nyinaa no deɛ yɛne yɛyɛ a ɛboa yɛn atiefoɔ ne yɛ clients ne sɛ ɛnyɛ sika ne nyinaa ne ɛgye wɔ ha ansa na wakɔ ɛni nti na yɛtoto asrɛw sɛ wo de tu anamɔ ne bra deɛ wahoɔden bɛso ɛne deɛ yɛsusu sɛ ɛbɛboa na yɛayɛ ama wo saa working opportunities a yɛka ho asɛm nyinaa yɛka ne sɛ oba na sɛ wo bibi a wode AC ano sɛ ne ana amanfo reba obɛka no me owe wɔ hɔ mpɛsɛm de si ano no we don't do that deɛ nti a yɛnyɛ ne saa ne sɛ ɛwɔ hɔ a fato hɔ ma yɛhu no kredi a wopɛ sɛ wodi ma yɛn na yɛn so yɛntumi ɛne wɔnyɛ adwuma nti yɛmfa ho ɛne deɛ wo de ba just come to us na yenhu wahoɔden yɛbɛboa ama wakwantu ho hyehyɛ ne nyinaa abamu ama wo nti anwumre de yɛbɛka ho asɛm yɛ adwuma sabi abrabo a yɛbɔ nyinaa ne sɛ bɛma wobɛnya sika gu botom na wo so atumi de ayɛ deɛ wopɛ sɛ wode yɛ ɛno nti sɛ ɛyɛ amanɔne ɛna wopɛ sɛ wokɔkɔ yɛ adwuma yɛaka construction workers warehouse workers factory workers nso ɛwɔ hɔ yɛaka ɔmo wɔ ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ car ho adwuma sɛ ɛyɛ auto electricians auto mechanics sprayers anaasɛ wotumi hyehyɛ car parts a akwanya wɔ hɔ ma ɛwɔ Slovakia teachers office ɛwɔ hɔ ma yɛn ɛwɔ Vietnam ɛne US nebra na yɛmmoa there are other office a yɛyɛ ɛfa school ho ɔmo a ɛpɛ sɛ etu kwan ɛkɔ school yɛbɛtoa ɛno so ama wahu sɛ akwanya no wɔ hɔ ma so ɔpɛ sɛ wotu kwan ɛkɔ school ɛwɔ any country bi a opɛ bi a deɛ ɛbɛhia free hɔ ɛne deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wo nso oyɛ.
Alright, answer na ye school nsɛm ne nso bɛto ase no yɛmfa numbers no into dwana yɛn wrap it up me patcho your numbers ne 050 972 5633 050 972 5633 anaasɛ 055 394 4608 055 394 4608 Kumasi you're not central so yenu Bugis building near adjacent ana oboasen so ohwe ya obehu ye wo Yak Towers opposite former GN Bank Masalachi wona ana obehu ye say Mr. Kanu ye wrap up no say bi nso a wawie university ana so first degree ana say SHS wasi etwem wawie now person utu kwan ekoye study and I say the friend study and work now oba Ujima travel and consult you bet me abwa or sa kwan so
all right and then people you better must say na me adman next thing say be say share all right akasi mansia na no twia bo Otec FM sunie 102. for so e ko din komo kakra yaba ko feel abi wa ha openi na eno ma no to say
oh radio dum ne ahwe no mani bi
say
de bia ya na
that's right ya oka radio dum ya na manfo ntiase adum in English na grace, right?
Yes.
Say unya ade a wonsem fata. You get it?
Absolutely.
Unya ade a wonsem fata. Perhaps obi a wawu e deserve life e chen.
Yes.
Obi a wafrim e bia wosenka wo hwe say ni papa wo papa wasase so a ho te a e bia wosenko tenase. Ono so tenase so. But ono wafrim and a wo te ase. So what it means ni say we are always thankful to God say onyina obone so na onya obibi. You get it? Until you get a lot of things I won't deserve.
Yes.
But I made the mouth and your grace.
Until
ya na de bia oka adom ahweye until nyoma no bi ya na obi won ma won ti ase sa na tie. For all of us it ase so dey. One way or the other Nyankopon ma yibibi a yen deserve
it. Yeah,
you get it. Dimonza.
Yes, openi.
Na we are fine there.
Nyame adom bibia boko.
Nice one.
Bibia boko.
Ebe preaches are. The idea.
Nya kofi na kofa ba. Nyoma ni biye. But ye de nyame adom bibia ye okay.
Asema na openi kan sesia be 15 minutes ago. And minya message from Madam Fubako who informed me about onipa bia ye nim nipa we free just a little above 50 years and to be honest say like us at that time no say me expecting news bia me sure say on no side so and then another person also calls and on so say enwa najo one ne papa ti ho no omo di party we call ni room na we call ni room and they chin ye no papa ni sorry on the usual time na ko be pie every ni bedroom and babontin no on pie omo ko bo punum ko bie ya the man is gone.
Just so, like that.
Just like that he's gone. So these are some of the things in this your life na na adom intina ya na make about adom no but who say after adom no so in some other cases I was say we ya hweye
no correct
so
no correct a lot of abandonment here preventable even though it be accidental but na preventable ya hweye aspect no e ho na e ka ko wan hwe abefa ka ma ho wan hwe benya mane ama ho obi ne obetwe manso hunu kwa
wan hwe abefa ko didem
what you say
obetumi ahwere wo nkwa
about life and say in terms of death no say nyame frɛ obi e bia ne time so no frɛ no na wo te ase a ene nche say bia or like there be wa ma wa dom e chen no menim de make an say what say
sure
so we be an any time
yes no credit but any Islamic argument
yeah sure
but in the context of the common sense family form they believe say sometimes we won't be one more wodwene ho aya na ne ya wodwene ho a wonti ase no what is a man of 70 plus and free more you don't get surprised so we know yare pa we free enya nwanwa obi but ebi wo hono mo a
oh yeah sure is out here a be shock you yes but any kwan say ye nwanwa
and at the other side of it is
but
see yi nwanwa ni free okra awa be 5 minutes ago somebody died by ye tiasi sisi a ye tia ye adwuma adenti ne ye de ye ngu nke enso ebitimi ewu but nyankopon ne nim de enti aba ne sa for the fact say ye tinkwam no
my argue because the Islamic understanding of some of belief about some of these things omo gidi say so who at the age of 1 at the age of 100 who adwaye who afuom kwan so who swimming pool mu bibia nyame na ahyehyɛ
sanity
so omo mo ti ase but common sense family for no so omo ti ase say nyame na afre one anyway ye twa so kobi na was nke ye we nura but unfortunately nura am say game no hweti ye mu no ade a ye senior colleague the Eugene yen senior colleague yen fani Niagro Fia. In fact, Fia said they were very well known. I mean,
Okay.
Especially to one more my Chewa Hapa, the likes of Charles Mo, Afra Kuma Mo, Abruana Namo, so director Mo, Nena Napuku Muni Adeno, Omdemunim Yepa. And no, we are all beneficiaries of a kind of bottle. You get it?
Okay.
It is a what is a man for year tree sports or radio so across Ghana. A chassis, baby. On those days, no, we T sports or radio so. You say, yeah, picky BBC mo, and now hear CNN, we hear TV, and now come na bro. Come na mo GBC, GTV ni and bro phone ni So I don't know, the invention, the invention of tree sports on radio, no, started with this man. You get it?
Okay.
A very wonderful man. I mean, big man. So on Kanu number plate, you know. Where USA?
Yeah, boy one.
Fantastic.
South Atlanta.
Fantastic.
In God we trust.
Fantastic.
We dey a football match muna. Wa kunyasa.
Enti
I said that no me ni in advance. Say we are.
If Mr. Bismarck Yao Nkrumah Yeboah.
Wow.
Dia no me defend those days. Make Otec Otec in the mid-90s. Everybody had a good year come for those days. I mean, tree sports by whichever means. Because I remember there was a room somewhere around 2007. Now gathering news by then easy. No be in the 90s.
Sure.
So as I say, enti yen stranya min shira mano. Na de na kuma hwehwe bia am say ko fi hwe na nyoma de dodo na ye
enu na nka mi be kan say sisi ade urade anya hira na wie entinu dia ka ni say
ya nkwatenten ahoden
isi di ya ni say obenyina che wa ahoden mu
fantastic
na wa koso wa enjoy no ma pi na ye no we should watch no crowd to say no ma pi
fantastic
na we benzi ya so
yeah oh a big we are big pa or a big man, a belated happy birthday. I mean, we should be celebrating among four like this. You get it?
Absolutely. Ibianka, I'm bisa kwino. Ama the introduction of tree sports ama kebi cry you may not develop that interest.
You see
in this area.
You see
Anke ni wote ha.
You see
Ibianka yes something else.
You see
but the fact say ono shase na enya some level of following so ne ma manfo develop interest wo mu na eto asoa na edidi mu a de abepie ye generation
yes celebrate you know
aye.
And deserve bibia every insurance and be a man for kafana brabo nyina o se fata
we dey think it me celebrating in big one wo hakra manu
fantastic bia be fine
so no how be bibia kama na nka feel so dey big one wo ha
so no better as all right Jamishan Bebre. And then number 2 another birthday of Dr. Amuzu. Dr. Amuzu, the international penis doctor.
Penis doctor.
And then I would that.
And a special day.
And a special day pa. Me celebrate Dr. Amuzu. Na ye more paye in so. Can change me so uncle Samana one day. On so man a Jumano soon tumpong. Because you are beneficiaries of Nejuma or sponsor a show and can't be Nabosumi so it me to a camera so near Busian for and Sakoyano. And people like this, you know,
you knew a more grow there be into 2 months.
Cry. It's me, my Dr. Muzo, a very special happy birthday.
And apart from say or sponsor a show, no, say you more sponsor a show or sponsor a show, we are no way we
yeah.
Any more sponsor will show so they make sure say they motivate you.
Fantastic.
So that a human will be to me aye and doc one person I can on fire niagro until yensu emfani niagro nyankopon hyira na ommo no ho ban na ne dwuma no entumpon enko enim bebre.
Fantastic. Sigovi. Dr. Amuzu there.
Big one to doc. On say apart from near society, yes, it seems yɛdu baabi wɔ adwuma wei mu ama akɔɛ te sɛ o performance no is not only measured by kasa ne ade a woka, also revenue ɛwɔ program no so ɛyɛ key. And if you have people like that sponsoring a program, I will say, oh, appreciate them, especially on such days. And I want so add this, or sound so motivated. But the other thing I have seen in the last few months, he has a certain relationship on to me approaching easily, mudin komo on one kasa credit me ba na product no. The way I perform or market ni so no to be ba no ka chale ade ni ko ye me kura jimi nsem no ni wo di hu komo and all of that. So if you nkomo nyina abrabo mu nkomo, so he's free, he's like that. Nti very special man. To say the okan no the bit me aka ni say nyankopon emfa ne nsa nto ne nnwuma nyina so.
Fantastic.
Na bibia nkoye in that regard. Happy birthday, Doc.
Long life and prosperity, and our prosperity in your father down. Into long life and nobody be
wiki heavy pa.
Okay, I've here enough of birthdays and yentin simna yen the one the message here.
39 points after 37 games. The only opportunity I had to salvage my season, I missed it. But on the other way around, it's a reality check. We are not there. See, United as a football club is shit. You have to say it. Did you come to find out to play? See, Angie taught Amorim football. Waiting carry Richarlison come into this game.
Otec 102.9
Angie used Richarlison to shut down anything that can happen from here. How can a striker play from the wing? This guy is very physical. He's a Brazilian. He's very aggressive. So the manager knows he can't pick a red card. So he will do the dirty jobs, get the yellow card, and he will sub him. And he did it. Exactly. So what did you do? Before this game, every man you fan where they watch football knew very well that whenever we play Fernandes here, we'll get one thing. We get about possession, but we'll be stupid in front of goal. So if you want to set your team today, this is that today and that day where you for play your Ogate and Casemiro. Because each time we play Ogate and Casemiro will be very offensive. Today he couldn't be that offensive as he normally he used to be. Because if he goes out, there is no Ogate to cover up for him. So when Fernandes plays 1 of the 10, then we'll have Casemiro and Ogate here. What happens is this: when we are in possession, Ogate sits. And Casemiro joins the attack. We'll have many bodies in the attack line. Today it couldn't happen because now the Ogate today was Cassie. And this one of the most experienced in the entire Man U team today. Is the most experienced player. What he normally gives us when he goes up front, he couldn't do because there was nobody to cover for him.
I beg, why Ogate? You know any reason why Ogate not play?
You ask Amorim. Because I keep telling people, you see all these modern managers that see, the only thing Amorim have succeeded in doing in England is winning the heart of press. Okay, just like today now, look at what he said. He said he knows what he's doing, that he's confident on the job. But if the owner of the club thinks that he's not good, that he will go tomorrow without asking for compensation. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't want to hear things like this. Funny enough, I am not saying we shouldn't have sacked him. But every manager has something. When you want to play cup competition, Mourinho will always be there for you. You get? Pep will win you. And I think Pep even find it difficult to win cup competition compared to league. You get? Today, with the available players I have, Eric Ten Hag, we play the dirtiest game. And they won't lose to this Tottenham. The reason is simple. Tottenham lost their 3 best creating players. These three are their best creators. The Bagwell, the Kulezeski, and the what's his name, James Madison. These 3, when it comes to creating chances, they are their best. And who was I missing? Martinez and Delete. These are defenders. And you cannot say Maguire was that bad. You get? So now, in front of goal, everybody know we've been shit.
Apologies for the language is new to me, but you know, and to me, I'm filter. Kofi, sir, is it the MZ Mumpa Nana?
Why more?
Chelsea for
me penny say Wednesday. Or is it Wednesday? Yes.
Next week Wednesday.
Me share Betis aje the Conference League. Na eba no European competitions na maji BBA bi. Say Europa, say Champions League.
The Madrid Muntin Casas Marocan was the BBA. Kwa Madrid on Kobo Conference League in Yahweh. Mabaji BBA.
Wapo beka say waji Champions League more, ba me de maji
BBA.
Ba wo de entwen
na munyi
ntimi de me peno no.
All right. Yan Shenra.
Okay.
I'm sure say no kwani issue agenda no sano enyi.
Oh, mainly.
Yan share no more. Enra, I mean, deductions Ben now we hear from the game. What went wrong for United? What went good for Spurs? Scoreline true reflection. I mean, then also in case yes, they also see and see and na. A lot of questions around this same game.
Yes.
Yet you.
Okay, medasi. Maminchi Man U fans nina, including yourself and say Scandi.
That means about 2 Man U.
Wejai.
Me support to Man U.
Manchester United.
Me support to either Manchester United or Man United.
Okay.
Man U, the mini Man U. Nigeria for no Man U. I'm gonna come Man U.
Manchester United.
On ten baby at Dase Bruni bi. I refer to
Man U.
United as Man U.
Man United.
Me who be that?
Okay.
Say Bruni so otro and other no can. Why refer to the club as Man U? It is all come Man U dia men count.
Sarcasm pe. It will who say o club was na me kai.
David.
Okay. Anyway, anofum brejo Manchester United. Yen hwehwe ho nkomo kakra. On say before the game. Me catch say it looks to me like game be a battle between two teams equals. Because we show me no performance, but for the Europa League, all of them season are terrible, so terrible, and sometimes say we Spurs fan pa, and now United fan pa, na o discuss it. Teams ni me no this season. I want we are be use West beat said the Nigeria ni use ya will apologize say ban from no. So the season has been so terrible for the two of them. And before this game, the only difference was that between Omumienu encounters, na Spurs, we need 3 out of 3 this season. That was the only difference. But in totality, two teams are a very bad season. And I told you, sir, it looks to me more of a game of equals. And that Obiabe to me a win, even though you pushing me to the limits. Me Manchester United a double chance in a way. And Metro the entire United a double chance. I was expecting Amorim to do something. And I agree with the Nigerian guy. Me who Manchester United lineup now. I was surprised, seriously, and me reason yes Amorim na oba Manchester United. Some of us suggested say time now wabefa United no. Time a season na starting. They believe say manager now or modimo enkoyi inti wo bra. At a point it was reported say Amorim wanted to even stay. It was Sporting. No, we this season and Kwabefa team na pre-season, but United did not agree. And almost say bra. So when that happens, it appears to me say, any omuni so season ne ko bad and they want to rescue the season. So it was more like a rescue mission, even though it was widely reported say or the backing of the management of Manchester United. But it was more of a rescue mission to Uba. Ye philosophy to nchen kakra. Na he materials na ewo ho no. Na hwe how you can play to suit the materials that you have. Na actually no, when you have enough time to prepare very well. No akoye philosophy asem, but he says no. I'll stick to my philosophy. Mean change no. Whether rain or shine, I will stick to the way I believe say the game must be played. Into one son in Sano. Na ni way of playing no senior me breaking it down. To say the appointment ne by me breaking it down. No. Or prefer 3 central defenders in a back three. No. On any day, all things being equal. 3 central defenders. No abo in the back three. No. And on the wing backs, no, or attacking wing backs. Attacking wing backs. Then in between the attacking wing backs, nifa bonkum no, or 2 defensive midfielders. Ewo ho. And you be funny say, aside the 3 central defenders, no, or the 2 defensive midfielders, ejina omanim, no abo attacking wing backs, bonkum nifa. And ahead of the 2 central defenders and our central midfielder or defensive midfielders, no, or 2 attacking midfielders in front of them, no, wenya a target man up front. This is how or penny game, no, and this is how na or yeah, I was sporting, and also best stick it to the same philosophy. Then you get to a final in a crucial game like that, and we decide say. Obo Bruno alongside Casemiro in the position now make us pay 2 defensive midfielders. But in my view, I thought that so pay 2 typical defensive midfielders there. Oh, Ugarte play him alongside Casemiro with that experience in that position. And it's a open shield for your back phone and in your 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 formation, open 2 defensive midfielders in front of the 3 central defenders. And here you have it in Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte. And for me, Ugarte has been one of the best players for Manchester United this season. Whichever way you look at it. Most of the games he's played for Manchester United in that position, he's, in my view, impressed. And to put him on the bench and start Casemiro alongside Bruno Fernandes, that was where the issue is. And Afei, he needed to get somebody to come and pair Ahmad inside 2 attacking midfielders, no. Na Omo Hoyland impo de only any option, maybe Zexi, but ono kranso no, it's a failed project. Inti enumpo de oye den there's no option. But I thought that Senka Obo Ugarte alongside Casemiro e won finfin ho eno pushi Bruno e corner alongside Ahmad with Holland affronter, it would have been better. And the reason why I never say Amorim echo that way ne say Kanu. Before the game yesterday, in all the 3 games are na United, any space abo, 2 in the Premier League, 1 in the EFL Cup. Ni nyina no na space e she first goal. In all the 3 games, United at all times needed to fight from behind. And all of them didn't work. The first one was in the league on the 28th of September 2024. Ewo, your friend is saying, Manchester Fee, Old Trafford. The first goal was scored on the 3rd minute of the game. So okay, Brennan Johnson here no Shegu ya on one say the first goal Old Trafford, followed by Kolosevsky on the 47th minute and a Solanke Edeba Kuka Human here 3 on the 77th minute. So you see, Spurs took the lead. United could not come back. Then in the league reverse fixture, which was the last game between them before this one, also happened on the 16th of February 2025. Yeah. And guess what happened? On the 13th minute, and James Maddison in your first goal for Spurs, and that was the end of everything. The only goal I separate you, United could not come back. And check this. Even in the EFL Cup quarter final, this is what happened. Your ball game no 15 minutes per and a Solanke. Enya the first goal for Spurs. And you are going to play against a team clearly. Not only in the last 3 meetings, no what say. Ne strength na who ding a first 45 minutes. Well, they can't take it game no to you. They take the lead. And you know, at least be a bit cautious. So what they want to say of 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3 now. At least give some kind of protection to your back line. And that was the reason why Namiye disappointed in him for leaving Manuel Ugarte out of the first 11. That's what the first. I mean, and in my view, say Bibia apart from Enodie, Bibia ni one ma na eyemi nwanwa biem about the game when it comes to Manchester United side, because Spurs take lead new year. No, it was obvious that let's go back and protect the only goal. Me disagreement with Spurs, nene say, Omu defended too early in the game, but in the end, they succeeded and Oman conceded. So, the Omon Saka. So, at Yasinti, this is where Mene Ruben Amorim, Anyadri, setting Ugarte out. For me, a defeat on one kasa, ne understanding of the game na wabo so far, whether you're Sporting or Manchester United. TBMU or the two defensive midfielders in front of the three centre back. No one two attacking midfielders behind the leading man. But he had it. Ebianca, Bruno Koneni Moa, it would have given a lot of options. And defensively, Nanka ebetimi ayedin a protected Manchester United at the back. Luke Shaw, Eka, Euro no more there in the 3-back nidia. I mean, even though we typical centre backs and what you are, but sometimes when you are limited and you have a left back who can play in that role, it is accepted. So what I say, but baby, I'm more disappointed. Midfield or in Finfin Hono. So what you say. And he clearly, I am thinking, say, this is.
I'm remembering tactics and then
oh, to be honest, me the how I'll start here and Kuya Mami. So what you saying. And on Kanu, sometimes, so appointed such managers are. These are some of the things you see. And now, the stage is too big for him. So what I say, it's too big for him. This is United. Would they imagine, say, on this particular day, now our manager be to say Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, any all those kind of coaches now. I remember Spurs, the last time they went to the finals under Pochettino against Liverpool. That time, no, Liverpool, they were really attacking minded. But, only their club here. Onya first goal na no and no consider possession to Spurs. Final na it is about what you do to get hold of the trophy. So what you say. And you see, the situation was such that you see United in Nkoye na and Komoje this Europa League title and Quebec say even though Nkoye, but in the last best 2-3 years, almost every single season, Omunkofi empty-handed. The Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and then the Europa League. And for me, it looks like he didn't really understand the magnitude of the occasion. Maybe because United platform no is too big for him. So what I say. That is the big question. Since he's here, United for normal through almost support behind him.
Sure, yeah.
And they have no option because on say Amorim Asemni Bayern, you can say he's done so well with Sporting, but we had Ten Hag profile now no day bana. he was better than Amorim. Because Ten Hag the any day, no, the Ajax abebo so well in Europe, in addition to the NECOSO, domestic football. So I just say, but Obaye, he could not meet the expectations. And then you bring in another person, or no cry in terms of Europe, we say 0. So what I say, in terms of that kind of top level performance at that level.
Yeah.
And I will say, on train my name, any season ni wo MS start afresh. Omra mefa adieno in the middle of the season. So, my jumani ye more difficult for such a manager. And even though when Timmy anje the Europa League, and that the performance in terms of the Premier League were upgraded, were dropping, but it is only fair to give him the chance one more season. Maybe I will start the following season. Now, obobe 9-10 games who signs ni ya. That's where you are forced to take a decision because this is a big club. We are there and forget about everything. Manchester United continues to be one of the big teams in the world. So what I say.
Okay.
And ube to me I'm a managers need be chance. But a do level will be you are forced to take a decision. And all in all, I think said the scoreline not too surprising based on two teams near encounters throughout the season. What I say. Where I had my own issues with Amorim, where I have pointed out. I'm on for citing Garnacho, especially some of the Manchester United fans. And I home pukora de me and said because Garnacho de be our bo and Mamudin at them. So but the main thing has to do with the midfield or Ugati no Ebiana or Yare and because say one more big crowd. So what I say, and for such a player to sit out of the entire game, I didn't get it.
Me who is there? The Tottenham boy, no. Sana perhaps Amorim person or Bontino started Mason Mount ahead of Garnacho, no. He wanted a team and United chef first go now. Yenya born in my space. Now more meet my run, more meet my call for those hard tackles, more meet my stop your position counter attacks near there. What you say?
I say no, you get it in Ugarte. Ugarte a more defensive.
No, Ugarte na make Mason Mount.
Okay.
Ugarte there. Up till now, fine. Anyway, I see you. Spurs, I mean, I'm determined. From Nami Nims Spurs beat me up this level of football.
But I was not impressed, crowd.
No, like so. One was it final just okay. Final ye winnie. What you say?
Yes.
Final ye unconquer bo. Money said the others all body or ball league in the end. Final ye winnie.
Yes.
So, ain't you know a year troca basa. Well, now they are general call. You want to be the Tottenham about ball possessions. Trophy no equitano.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't he? I mean, our manager no a lot of experience. Say, or your heavy chain Amori in terms of a humanity. Why I check a crack. One on the second season or GBB.
One of the things or started Richarlison ahead of Son. Left side of attack.
Yeah.
Mantias but time Richarlison prior now this song bemuno. And then who the reason why you could see say ni energy, ni pace, everything is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, Son of those days alongside Dele Ali. Harry Kane and even Ericsson. Those days, say Spurs ball counter neck cannon sa pace now no one speed or they be quite Barry ball. Yesterday we had one, and the way I was running and you could see say
so no said that nye fit
the legs no and just too strong.
On your fit sir, on your 100% fit. I'm sure there's no problem. See one of the reasons why. Anyway, all right, Kofi, me that's Dimonza.
Only disappointment.
Much rodo.
Yeah. Only disappointment.
Oh, Arsenal then
genuine.
Yeah, genuine.
Arsenal no kind.
Space the beba be huru omo hontina na omo bebe kogu di enkokona. Na nyese wo na opewa sem se kwaji trophy.
Na Spurs dia na be hawo.
No be worse than say Manchester. Unse Man U there. I mean, omaji trophies in terms of the BM no. Omo soro e de chen Arsenal. By Tottenham Kanu agye Europa League.
As na European competition be now.
Said the American Otias, and apart from that, you know, that bragging writer or Mubenya, our North London ho. Oh, and then again, the actually Arsenal for no crown say Arsenal are qualified for more Champions League by Tottenham in the Premier League almost also 17, and also almost also so almost that 17, and almost the Europa League, you know, ever bought the Champions League. And they are crowns so on port 1. So we Europa now port 1. Said they make out.
This is the normal the why the normal branch and
make no. Of course they've had a for Arsenal to go trophyless in Tottenham. Ebeji the Europa League.
Adia will bet me that 2 tables to be ano. Also the 2 tables.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Champions League qualification only 2 tables or qualified.
So and throughout the
summer. But bet me the to unya bimma.
Unyebi. And from now, from a near team no, or Macquaco Lande war, your friends say North London no, and also we do England no. From a near copim throughout the summer, I be probably a best started the next season no. Me sure so would be truly Arsenal for no, our North London ho. Until media genuinely. Nampese Manchester United edge.
Namunya Mbope
said they make out because of the fact that and now make say Man U for no actually genuine love for the past 3 seasons. See, last 2 seasons any City April na Man U for per se edge.
Next season quite much.
Last season any City Edu baby April so na Man United for no support here. Even this season any Liverpool for April na Man U for no the omo can say Liverpool ebeji Premier League ni dey ka Arsenal nti. Me are very disappointed.
Next year, even though I'm very disappointed.
Say Manchester United.
Yeah, time watching in advance.
Now say for UEFA, idea about where big teams need be co-final. Yeah, na ebua omuni o. Okay, last season Europa League. Na Leverkusen ni Atlanta.
Yeah.
But on say the noise about it, the hype, everything. It was nowhere close to this year. Because Manchester United is involved.
With you, the last time I catch them was as a result in Tiaman for United in a way be yes. No credit say the Europa League anyasa because of United. You get it?
Yes.
Sa hype sa social media.
A trend
because of Man United. And can Spurs ni other club bi anken entesa.
No be kure ka say ya Europa no this year na be more popular than the Champions League.
Of course.
Because of the teams involved in the Champions League final.
So Champions League ni amanfo ba ko hwebi keke. Obi akoma ni ba bia, obi anko trɔhwe mfa bibia ho. Ba no kure ni say when it's about Man United. UEFA for no almost sell it. Almost cash out pa numbers in the munya. Just say like. Said I can't say.
Matthias in fact, it was because I say you know. So almost even crassy no cra buhuana. Edi pe bia o ma abochenku ba bi kakra bi o mbenya bi ahwe no o ma bo mo ho ano hwe it was like everywhere.
Yeah.
So everywhere and the media bebia. Me sure say Champions League ni binya the same attention.
Yeah. Not too sure about
on
that.
The 31st
Not too sure about that.
of this month. Me
attention sure. The bit many but interest no as count. I mean
anyway.
Obi obi to make pass na Champions League final pa but we dey
anyway pushing
no. Mamenko ma di enwum nyata ma na ma hwebi. But United and Kobe are the croning them. To make time for the game. So what you say?
Na monso o mkire se monso mo ha adwen mo kasa.
There are numbers no. Numbers niti
mo kasa.
Nipa ne 1 billion. Now see one answer for cry 500,000. 500,000 na aka no e hwan. 1 million, seems 1 million.
Manchester United.
All right.
Lawyer send him a message.
Arsenal.
Lawyer Ishmael Boache. Yes, former Asante Kotoko board member. I say good evening, Mr. Wa and the crew. Kindly correct Mr. Kanu that Arsenal has a European trophy. In 1994, Arsenal beat Parma by a goal to 0 to win the European League, now Europa League. So Spurs has no better bragging right than Arsenal.
Sena Kanu Nkomo no limited to this season.
Europa. Okay.
No, me kwa de na me ka
the emphasis was on Europa.
European trophy.
Okay.
Okay. This is much Europa League leader.
Yes.
Okay. List
There be
of
Satam no name with different name.
Oh, much be that.
Na UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. Yes.
By Europa and there.
There be that. Yeah.
I don't just ask na nyi be that.
I said Drew baby ni na you put in context.
And the emphasis was on European
trophy.
Say European trophy the Arsenal. See Saji Intercities Fair Cup 1969-1970. And so Arsenal.
Mu e chiri o.
Nti lawyer that say
names ya wububu ikra me sure say 22 30 25 years for no one we adudo na omunkai say na edin bisa o.
Intercity STC anase den. Wo ka be na unje inter.
Ose
Intercity STC.
There be any Intercity STC.
Na say interde.
Intercities Fair Cup.
Hey, I don't go born here.
No 1969-1970.
You.
And Arsenal J.
Say na me
can 93-94 ye be J UEFA Cup Winners' Cup.
Then America they say we mo di 20 years ni 25 ni 34 no one we omun kai say na competition bisa o. This all koye research kakra.
But just Arsenal ye fair Europa League no omo gini ya.
UEFA Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah be.
93-94.
93-94.
Yeah.
Hey, we are sure.
And lawyer Deba saying 94 Arsenal beat Parma by a goal to 0 to win the European League, now Europa.
But mon check mo records
ni. Oh sanity. Oko ekura da ho.
Sa. Because the music list American no mami had here.
No see ya be.
93-94.
Okay, with the mebao. Current champions Tottenham. 2023-24 Atalanta, no Sevilla, no Frankfurt, Villarreal, Sevilla, Chelsea 2018-19, Atletico Madrid, Man United 16-17, Sevilla, 3. Before that Chelsea did 2012-2013, Atletico Madrid, Porto, Atletico Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, Zenit St. Petersburg, Sevilla, CSKA Moscow, Valencia, Porto, Feyenoord, Liverpool 2000-2001, 99-2000 Galatasaray, Ukoechia Parma, 97-98 Inter Milan, 96-97 Schalke, 95-96 Bayern, 94-95 Parma, Juventus Nigeria, 93-94 Inter Milan, 92-93 Juve, 91-92 Ajax, 90-91 Inter Milan, now Juve, Napoli, Leverkusen, Gothenburg, Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, 83-84, Anderlecht, IFK Gothenburg, Swedish club, no. Yeah. Ipswich Town, 1980-81, 79-80 Eintracht Frankfurt, Borussia Mönchengladbach, PSV, Juventus, Liverpool, Mönchengladbach, Feyenoord, Liverpool, Tottenham, and I did the first edition in 1971-72. The Arsenal, the farm records we free there.
That means that Arsenal they make a UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. No? The last time I jai bono was 1998-99, and no Lazio Nigeria, and I'll coach here 97-98 Chelsea Nigeria, 96-97 Barcelona, 95-96 Paris Saint-Germain, 94-95 Zaragoza, 93-94 Arsenal.
Okay.
And team sure said the Cup Winners' Cup no. Different from
we are UEFA Cup and Europa League.
Okay.
Arsenal did not capture European Cup Winners' Cup. No.
Okay. We are UEFA Cup and Europa League.
Yeah. But Arsenal the UEFA Cup Winners'
Cup.
Okay.
That year 93-94 no, according to the records no, now Parma were defending
champion. Parma 92-93.
And
normally
Arsenal
the ball
in Arsenal
the following season.
Okay.
And the say that your emphasis was on European competition. If it's on European competition, they are GBP. But if it's Europa, they are and then Arsenal.
Europa Majibida.
Say the same competition.
Change of name. Do you mean can Champions League that? Omaji bida. But since yes Sandini ba CAF Champions League no mo ni bida. But they still remain on the list of CAF say. Omaji CAF Champions League ko 2. What is here?
Yeah.
Real Madrid were Champions League 15 or GB before I did the UEFA Champions League. Then the tournament in the same name na the same tournament na di necessary. So what you say? Enti ya tenem ya ba na ya ka so
But che openi a che.
So
person e frau say we big club o nkonchesa. E be che but say ana no ya e
Kofi muko 50 years o. Muko 50
o
years.
say e de ye no ya gitum say nkana so hu. Nkana yenye heavy sa but
one day Arsenal for best Champions League city
say Ateta say
Ebanzo e be seri abom.
Ateta say next season and then I me hwe na or say if you want to win major trophies you need quality.
Ateta first coach Arsenal for be trying man go map amono.
Or say you need quality. Na me hwe ni nkomo na and I was laughing Nimuze who asem kra na be mtri was say if you want to win major trophies, you have to be the best in the market. The teams that win have the best players always at this level.
Omwa
na so no Arsenal so was our quality ni bi.
That's fine.
Arsenal was our quality ni bi. CCA so party
or quality in general as in players and technical staff and as a players and players and maybe a players no one maybe a technical no so na kakakra anambwa
ne say
because tio Champions League in the obeje own many times no more Champions League managers omoje no omo tie domestic competitions so what I say especially domestic league
okay
and sana and money rura Europe. So what you say? Nti anaslot Liverpool for and nyomo yase we free Champions League anymore. But they say no, waji league next season Liverpool for huge expectations of Champions League anymore. A change this season the year Germany. What you say?
Yes.
Because what you mean the Premier League in a dia, what you mean the Champions League. Luis Enrique was different league one experience about Champions League do final. Inter coach you the same thing. Pep Guardiola mo the England league na ansana. Ancelotti beji domestic league na no dia ko Euro. Ti atenta person the Champions League na on targeted Premier League in first. You get it? Even though all the cases do because Chelsea na nsia moje kra. Thomas Tuchel so want to me Premier League but I mean what G league oh baby
Tuchel de no kra de
also you coach what G league what G league trophies so na mbese me cheze e also you coach what me G league G league dia ma sa ho de ma de coach Champions League Jabeta do did the second side the Champions League mbete o
minim so person defend the second position there, but in terms of quality, to be honest, Arsenal are bad. So
the problem is a striker.
No, you see,
one potent striker.
One thing we also failing to acknowledge is Ateta, I improve a lot of Arsenal players.
Team in general, we improve team. Next time, Arsenal and say, can you second position?
Because Saliba, Mono, Gabriel, Megales, Monozanko, even goalkeeper, you can find the back.
Sure, yeah,
not that Brentford do. But you see Arsenal with me save we say ada kwa no yesama na azo spirit te say unhu de be anyway so unti Ateta I say the flowers be on my yemfa man because on the trophies
problem near
Crusaders so the EDB man Arsenal for no I send the message via Ben
Osei
see cup winners cup is different. Fact is Arsenal have never won any of the existing trophies in Europe. Edimoza.
Arsenal for no. All right. Me try home right bana. Ya ba be kakra ofini asori. But say mo adwem ba say a cup here you lose ya ha me pa dia me mama ya we say me ha me.
Benny, and the crab by when you must say, mammy.
That be a different reason in your born.
It's
like I'm to me say, I don't know what some is a say, and I never say. Me more than we need ya. Can we mention money? Me more and radia. Now Nana may dream. Na
me dream. But we are now what him. Unim say me babu be who me be imiti and son my bahay. No, Casse. I don't know me tea when it can you say, hey. Casimiro won't go find a beer.
It's the first time. Oh,
my you elusive game no by pains in Aberquama Arsenal for.
Yeah, no, Arsenal
more than United for Nankasa or my
Arsenal for your pain. Arsenal for na more Ghana house once in Abone grow from the Champs with the Zodiac. One tin off landing hope you. The dynamics no ebiana winning ebia de win United into any action
I pay frame
North London for no
Oreku Sky FM
yeah revenue
one of frame o say nra nyina de de am ye de man you nyina man you enti me anje trophy na ma
Manchester United.
We go again next season.
But me dey ask na mo ye me wan pass like how me see am fa me ho Space no best 17 years ni na ne nkai kakran ko se Chelsea for na ye because 2007 2008 na no mo gi EFL Cup ne ye no mo share 2-1 satam na ye squad ni nyina gidemo
yesu bae na o ka so ko prepare baby am asa be fire ko no how many years ni 2000 25
years ni
eno nya mae no actually I have you bit me about because we are nyama no sisi amanfo gigi cap a che be 50 years be are train 70 years be are train you know there am say they are train you so I have fear no beba
obi su ni da beba enke ye boa ye hu
this year yakubu
so beba no pa ndi ye ni mo
ensana lubina shano manabo ensa ben no
amuzu bitters
wose
amuzu bitters
Twaso
apomodin mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture apomodin mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture
Unia, Pavi, and the Black Smokes Mr. No, malaria drona. Annie, say an answer. Who bet ye the same wife, you know, you're tested positive. I am no. Says he a coup malaria morning, Yina. I'm Yina negative. Adia, 1 hour, Hepa Plus Mixer, and what do you swabber? Cynthia, I was so immune system, a strong debia. Anti Pavi,
a support to immune system, no.
Not Plus Smoks, no so, to malaria no good. Malaria symptoms, at a say, a tipaye, I fear, one more tour, and 1 meranomsa. Achakura 4 days, not Pavi, and the Plus Smoks Mixer, 1 mono, 2 malaria and asakura. And yes, I diaku doctor. For 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. My dear Grady Pa Pavi Plasmox and Hepa Plus Nina. A pin for a battle more manufo and Quadawan in Fiodun Nunca. Our pharmacist and her bar shop.
FDA aje Jordan Kratwayatu.
Hey, Opani, Mashusha watch. Sir, perfect series books here. Oh, mammy, go to be mammy, man. Oh, Jajai. Abua Wamo say what to make in kind kama. What cabrofo. Wow. Now, conta walk ready. A Jajai. Wonderful. Miss Ghana for GIG perfect series. At 2 more dear. Jai. No, dear, name D4 and a chair woman Pia. Our crutch. Nursery. Any KG. Books PAB. And our science. Creative arts. Maths. RME. History. Coloring. Computing. OWAP. Nina. A free basic 1. Equasi basic 6. English. A free basic 1. Equasi junior high school. Ne bane combined store. Or Nina B. English nom and maths nom. Me say. Books be anywhere. Perfect series. Any B. Na GS. Any NACA. And so I'm approver. Into your battle Pia Koto be maneba. Hey, and that's a way dear. So could be crabbe to me. I could chew. Akoton. How many students?
Na and look ready. What table one say she almost has a mock exams, terminal exams, and a midterm exams. At the master Kuswa, a here one more. At to phone call put to a station wa and crying down so mine. First up, and your mama by beer, your tonto books beer for 0243 299938 and a 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
opese wo kwa brochire kwaye dwuma ana wo kosua de emfo ani nkyere ba bia esan se Ujima Travel and Consult abama se wo bebo wa mo akontuo ho nhihye ye beye fofofo. Ujima Travel and Consult ma akontuo ye simple kra esan se wo kanyumaku akukudamwe wo mayi mu adi amanfo tu kwan no ho. Oh enanu ya Ghana Tourism Authority abo na yabaso se 2024 best traveling agency in Ashanti region enna wo modern bonti. Ujima Travel and Consult edin kwada wo bo ho modern power disuam hensu sikasemunti watifie toto no akọ Canada brechimemu a wo koto wa adisua so enti se wo pese wo kọ Canada UK USA ana Asian country bia so no Ujima Travel and Consult beyen krata sem ni nyina ma say ye visa passport birth cert hotel any flight reservation obeyen ni nyina kama ma bra Ujima Travel and Consult eneya na yemfiri wa kwantuo nkrata sem no ho hyehyeye ma obenwu Ujima Travel and Consult wo Kumasi North Central so ena Obuasi Zongo Yak Towers and now be fresh 0552 098 298 Ujima Travel and Consult wa kwantuo mu boafo
Amanfwe Edroye Herbal Center dia di fufuro biabo Edroye Herbal Center Ejumeku a odi Obuasi bitters eba ye man sa amanfo ho yare emomubu atopa 5000 no awasadi Obuasi gringo bitters enso ba ya amanfo etugu so no wode ensafofro bia ba eye ginger ensa ya friend Obuasi 442 liquor Obuasi 442 liquor eye ginger ensa ya de nubra ene hama afra ena ya de ayeb Bomodia ne ma unsanka bi wo ya bema na monuma ubebu atopa 10,000 ema no so numa omubeti de sansu na emema so numa ubedi ache Bomodia ne ma unsanka Obuasi bitters for ginger nibi eya Obuasi 442 liter eya ginger ensa ya di enubra eni hama afra ni aye Bomodia ne ma unsanka bi onumu a ebeya ho adwuma yie wo mu a won sisi eya wo ya wo menstrual pains bema edru nwumra wontimi ne yire enna Bomodia ne ma unsanka Obuasi 442 Obuasi 442 eya Obuasi bitters for ginger wo mo de aba any drinking sport bia etwe ho ahia ewo Omagana mu Obuasi 442 ginger Obuasi 442 liquor numbi nebu atopa 10,000 ensen enyema penfo enyema ema oma omanufo enyema emofranso a oni fiedu nwotwe
papa chire me beta sauce me so Obuasi sa winye bie kameko mama chire me different flavor three from the same block Obuasi bitters Obuasi gringo Obuasi 442 les compliments we special 3-1
Mema etiefo nyina akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na midredrobia ba yefra no Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eyedura ebua ima eni mema nyina na oba pampa no ohye efi na seba no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba insuo basa egu no ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba bi a otiemie na se ne hene pa di ono so insawansawa agi na kosokuma boso ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba otiemie na junso no pampan pa no ohye edi akireba ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture minka se junso bia ensensuo ba se ojunso na se ne color no eni e darkish more yellowish na pampa no ohye omu a ekire me se ekikaye eya ba ojunso no mu enti pa Amuzu P na no mu e die na chika sei anase hunam na ya ono so nko pa Amuzu P nonom bema so a otiemi a odwonso emu papa ye ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture bema bu ha odwonso wie na bi akam go behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture dwonso a de dwonso a oti de kakra se ugunsuo na se ya nko a na oti a uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ensese bema dwonso na moja di akireba enti bema dwonso a ne dwonso moja di akire no ko pa Amuzu P no mu na sa ni na mfiri ho
bema ne junso e bon kan unhia muzu pi heba meja obi said doc eya na nso totro efri bema no ba se bi chim kakra na abegu ano white unhia muzu pi heba meja insawa agi bema na aboso unhia amuzu pi heba meja se ba se uhwe aba no emu ya unhia amuzu pi heba meja obi said doctor emehwe ano anhono mesrew enye hwe ahunu nyina na yankwe baba so muati mo hwe ahono enti bema ne hwe ahono onko pa amuzu pi no ni nyina twetwe nko obi said doctor medware wi ana me hu nyina ya me hene ase ahwe apia gu me so bema wa sa ha nyina no obehia amuzu pi heba mecha doctor amuzu we midun so wi a na se ju so ni bi tamayase the same amuzu pi no ene ese edise adwuma no ope doduo na atudi a ewo heba shop biara mo ewo pharmacy drugstore any herbal shop biara bi wo ho se doduo pa na ope atudi a no ba yaso ye na otafun hia so amuzu junction be mboro market no tafun hia so amuzu junction be mboro market so kumasi a no akodani herbal misi herbal pedan ko mu tu bi senton bi akra mu ko kan shi dragle mu bi sana na bo wache kings work repash na tinatet opa amuzu piuse mi se bi afra mi na 0247 776743 0247 776743 amuzu pi heba mixture mauji hiochalo
ensana lubinasha no manabo ensa bem no
amuzu bitters
você
amuzu
bitters twaso
eye imfie aduonu numni Ramsey Cooperative Credit Union RCCU ne wadi djuma na bo sika ho ban kosuni en dijuma baby bia o bia abrebia hwehwe Ramsey mobile app no App Store ana Play Store ana say bo star 718 star 220 hash afi bo wadachi ho ban to ye prestige shares a ema wo life insurance banbo ne emfaswa emu yedru afibia Freyen was 0501 617 240. Nayom Buao, RCCU. Keep smiling.
Ensana lubinasha no manabo. Ensa bem no.
Amuzu bitters.
Você?
Amuzu
bitters. Twaso.
Right, non krabo apa sima ba kun yaba biem yaba FNI a reviews appointment for weekend the day enemy sanse Ghana Premier League you know so do state BMY CA pa ya be hwe eni nyina e wa ha na fe so nsem kitinkiti e wa chiri no so de mamo report anya about Star Times any FA or more potential reunion no and also the update about name yanko full-time recruitment and travel consult limited more sofu line here complex kwana so do so jala complex one kwana so adi ko sofu line no e hona be hu omu WAG Angels Academy for premises wa e hona full-time for full-time for mdwumadi omdi nyina ne se omdi amanfo tu kwan akwantu ni de tese eye do be kasa akwantu nya bi aboa akwantu nya ne manfo sha se tu kwan enye ne ena wiase ne sa ne tie even bible kra no ese ye tu kwan kwa manso so ne nkohwa manfo won like ama uzu be ko discover manfo culture ne ene ma hodo ekoso ho but se ni dia akwantu no kra pa ne tu kwan ko bobra ko pa adwuma papa ye enya sika de ba fie tu kwan so make sure so be ko counter system ne ye adwuma so what you say enu ntina full time se bra obeji visa before payment amount na wako Dubai o ye degree anas degree nursing and degree midwifery or the call Australia enu ye family trip nti we bema onu oyire ne wo ma o ye oba onu ukunu ne wo ma this okaze onva ukunu ni eche because man ya na mun time pesa but ni na mu na family trip esa o de ukunu ko so onware ya wapa wo nua bi no mana ye se wo na ye ukunu so amanfo de koda ni nua pa o so ye ni kunu no mko so atiase enti o sa mko be go krom ha no wo so why degree nursing kura ati ha ro unnim se be post ne ana wo chena me will be so or be mine so be will here be giddy. Oh, be brave, Chen Ghana, but saying here be brave because the capacity so which me form no 2 mokai. And you also brand New Zealand so senior high school teachers. Mo amo child you senior high school I say you know market your heaven, but New Zealand there was assis we ye was mo mra no mfa mo kojibi. And see a family trip. And as all per work permit visa, they call France, Germany, Poland, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, Luxembourg, Italy, Slovenia, Norway, Ireland, Canada, UK, China, USA, baby or G visa mama for 2 coin echo enti bra degree or diploma teachers o here be the mako China mako boy djuma enti misraw full time and I turn safro na nwumre also per visa supporting documents obepe bia ma appointment booking date adobeko US embassy UK high commission or any other embassies ni nyina o se bra no onye bi ma obezo ye hotel ne flight reservations so a oye bi birth set na uhia ana passport na uhia bra no nko ye bi ma zo kujuta black was 5 days o passport no o meye dia ma CCA enti Schengen visa now power was 100% guaranteed Samsung a student visa o kwa kosua de obi man so a and so was 100% guaranteed enti bra and how dey free 0504 161729 0504 161729 and 0532 893025. It's my kitchen restaurant and okwa kudidi no di aduane pa it's my kitchen ewo Kumasi heye Baba Yara Stadium traffic light na wo Amekum stand no aha let's say we head towards center line no on traffic light na wo ho na no it's my kitchen ya brosan na si ho na ya painting is a Cote d'Ivoire colors no we fe pa na wura inside so we siren ho e kama munnuane so kwa ne kumi no obeso di Ghana nnuane ni bia o se bra be di banku adi fufu adi mutu adi ampesie adi dipeche o pe amanfo aman so de China for de kan woni other continental dishes na ye 7 nyina bi ho ye wo local fruit juice natural fruit juice Ghana de no ye will be ho Ghana fruit juice correct and a Ghana local drinks ni bi asana so bolo ni ho kro no ba nyina ye will be ho ye wo smoothies ye wo just pastries so ope cake meat pie ne ho kro no ba so a ye ni nyina bi wo na adwada bia no wo to catfish ba ko a ye tewa aduane free ka ho ena ukuada bia to pizza ba ko a unya mienu ena ya wada bia te se ne sei omunya mpon wo to fa ho na to banku ni tilapia plate ba ko a unya 2 plates ena coffee utua ba ko ka ne sande ba ko achew ya no ye free ye delivery Kumasi be bia wo bia no obetumi afrem ye de aduane abrew ene it's my kitchen restaurant mesi unya ho bia mfa ne nkone nam kwanche be bia ma ne nkodidi enko gina be bi nko kase last time ba ho de bia de nkodidi na nya kura na me feru nti na me ntumi nka no fane call it's my kitchen ne ma lifetime memories free almost CCA 0265 707070 0265 707070 and 0248 865046 Amuzu Herbal Clinic na dia Amuzu Garlic Bitters naba Dr. Amuzu once again my happy birthday Amuzu Garlic Bitters ibaye enwa dance die chen otwe unwi dosun pa ni nyina ne say eyadru aboa eco system ni aboa ekobie ntini mu yiyie mu amaman srade ne ma hodo agye abosu ni nya kra ni nyina afiri ho e ma kwan dem ti moja ne tumi koba ti moja ne koba no means o pressure no beba form sugar no e beba form enwuma e be sciatic pains ni nyina beko ubehu ade yie mensa anxiety treat ni nyina onuma Amuzu Garlic Bitters etu obetwa o jonso na untumi nyunso yie no Amuzu Garlic ne beboa esa immune system booster eboa fighting infections ahodo Amuzu Garlic Bitters eboa mo obi a nakoma bo periperi obi a ohumi a ote so obi a ontumi na obi a chese all sort of nyina no Amuzu Garlic Bitters beboa ti Bora Herbal Shop ne to BCCA beboa and now bezo Dr. Amuzu the birthday man The international penis doctor idin komo a 0247 776743 0247 776743. Abapamo a hodie so convenient. Abapamo tafo 3 miles Sakasaka Park anymore. Udru honomoa. Dwadie no ekoso kama ewo ho. Nya de se wo se me kopa bibia to me dru abapamo ye asa. Ana me kwai de si wono nya me fe da bi. Ana wo hwe ni dimus we de ase ese yanum de ni bi da bi. Original products, authentic products any atono product Kroma shopping you can say supermarket maybe on mami two for ukoto ade on ma expiry date so do be droof you know na kan 1 week na expire na bia what another that one check it esrew kwa bapamo e ho na be to bibia ukwa de to ade na you ani a wo kwa check expiry date na bia 2029 2028 se bi wompa enti abapamo ko na kodi dwa o tafo 3 miles Sakasaka Park anymore. The episode to be furniture, home appliances, kitchenwares, we hear toiletries, provisions, open confectionaries. So, of finesse animal and need a dimujo. Timothy alcohol. No more delivery so. Oh, Kumasi baby, a Ghana have a beer and up so moody be brewer. Or say I didn't pull but turn out council out me twice here. Cause last time we so go TV or husband and no pepper banana council. Kakrani kuta na no de mawomu. Wetuana kakran krasa akofa na de afri ho ti wetumi afro mo de ohia bia no omo na obedi anu na afi se so mo deliver de mawa omo deliver e de mawo e na afi open live band so a omo a e wo Hepa Plus live band ho e no e live band a jeze je round in kaze Hepa Plus live band no e beboa event bi a organize bi a to nsa from a omo ene be hwea bompa omo a ne Hepa Plus in fact abapa more for one dijuma T 059-338-6133 059-338-6133 and 059-339-1848. The fearsome 3 Hepa Plus Pavi and a Plasmos sa enroi the bia ka say we general well-being inti ya na wanum bi. Yes, we general well-being inti ya numbi be boa papa we general well-being inti ya na wanum Hepa Plus. So what you say well-being ya na honam no honam dua no e function properly. Honam na kwa nyina tumi na adwuma pepepe because well-being ye anuma koyi ahoden wo ho onu atumi ye de also ye bia ohia external help bia sanse well-being ye tina ese de bia no Hepa Plus Pavi na Plasmos mujadroi nroi na fe emmo well-being no ye wo nsuo ye wo topa ye to the options no wo ho to the choice is yours. Hepa Plus Pavi na Plasmos herbal shop any pharmacy bia mu pebi no mo a eboa pa emma no ya mo mfa atadwene ntu akire o emma no so kwadu no mo mfa bi ntu akire wonu mawie no di kwadu oba wonu mawie no wi atadwe eno ano no case close ahoden ko a enti bowra herbal shop any pharmacy bia ben ne pebi to ana be Fred Dr. Eben na atwen komo 0542 778572 0542 778572 and at 0542 807 907. All right. Kofi dear ban say GFA omo start time is in commodie say omesan ba be abetwa Ghana Premier League no and we pay omo ntumi and reach agreement. Enti the ten say e kakakra wo na GFA say anya nye ye dia mo de kakakra be $842,000. Enti omo mpesa skanmra but I'm saying come say start time samba back to Ghana Premier League coverage in there and component to me pay. So what it means the next season you better share you know trying who say
what I have also heard no say the minister no together with some other people so boa no kwan so mama say super sport mu beba be replace start times
okay
tie no so ewo underground
okay
say so successful dia okay you better come back to super sports
and better so
yes no more be better
Super Sport a far more bigger platform a chain. Others in
but the here no the entire bar and cheno mukono. That is what we should tackle.
Okay.
See, and baby, I want it's not about getting Obi on board because in the last few years,
sponsors cry
yes, bet pie, buy ye. I remember, unveiling ye. The GFA president stated clearly, said Mr. Easy more bad to invest in the Ghanaian game, and we are so grateful, sir. Omo ababe rescue ye as at that time, and they believe omenya ewo Ghana football ni mu no others will come on board. So unfortunately, a year or so into the journey, I feel there almost say so at yes, and almost every sponsor bia obeba obetwe ne ho no ubedi ho nkomo no na de omo pe free football for hono omanya. So what I say, and it is up to us to make sure say ye bema environment no are conducive for sponsors to come and stay. Say ye broadcast rights, hun sensem and now say headline sponsor, whatever be the case. We have to position ourselves in a way say people will not come and go. I too many Kanu. And you know, you hear about Star Times there. A Kakra woman said the last time my GFA president didn't come was say Star Times a kaninti and I'm muntimintia referees sika. Ama a kakwa when it comes to referees sika. So and if you hear say Star Times may not come back and that every4 air tries or munsabe kan sika na kem now that's fine. But it is also refreshing to hear say Super Sports may come to replace Star Times. But omobano si yekoye the old things na Kanu. Yebesa ba bigina baby ejina because Super Sports they've been here before. Oma cover ye game ni before. And they cited a lot of issues into omja okoi, including match days. Na oma movie crew ako Venus. Na teams ni be prevent you from covering the game. Okay, sa no no. And the Football Association, the leadership and the members, a lot to do. Already no, the brand is not popular. Ena nyame ya dum na kakra be bata ho so ane asa ya dia be drag o ma we. Indeed, that is the most important thing. What do we do to make sure that this time obi ba on board? Kanu onye 1-2 seasons no otwe ne ho akọ. The last time I mehwe Kotoko ni berekum Chelsea e wotakwa TNA. It was just so terrible that the feed ana yehwe no as a obi stream ya de wo internet so na say ni data san unza de ni twan hu say ya ni nyina the TV so ni yehwe. Can you imagine one channel bi kura mehwe de be first half ni ende na no mo switch call reality show bi no mo ja football ni cover. Until we need to look at it from that angle. So until Yamompa say Super Sport the NBA successful.
Jimonza, before I acquire that story so on this same coffee like subject topic here. Also what say Star Times Anyama Super Sport be to me aba. But of course say nima hodwa emma omo ba omo kono. Yan sorting it out. So be omo ba omo stay. I think it makes sense.
Yes. First ade di kan ne say ebi omo ko Venus ni bi aka no the challenges omo nya no. Eno ye ade ba kwa ema your friends say Super Sports for Kanu omo jai ye league ne kaba. Omo kwa omo nso omo cable si na ye twetwa bi na omo commentators na ye attack bi na ye harass bi. I mean these are some of the things Kanu say obi be sponsor ye league no. And as say nya me van say media house bi na say obi sponsor ye league no. Na say sa nioma we Kanu ɔbɛkɔ venues na yɛbɛtwitwa ne cables na yɛbɛ attack ne presenters a menyɛ sure sɛ ɛno ɛbɛma waba abɛ sponsor yɛ. And then apart from that sɛne Kofi kan no yɛ league na ankasa no Kanu nneɛma bebree ɛmmoa ɛma coverage no ɛnkɔ yie. Ebu a wohwɛ DSTV a Super Sport Channel some of the leagues na ɔmo cover wɔ Africa no Kanu bebree no menyɛ sure sɛ in terms of league ne excitement no ebi ɔmo bro yɛ so. But yet the challenges wobɛhu sɛ yɛ pitches yi ɛduru baabi a wankasa wohwɛ TV so koraa anaasɛ wohwɛ game on TV a Kanu bibia nu a ɛbɛmotivate wo sɛ wobɛhwɛ yɛ pitches no facilities no nneɔma bebree encourage sponsorship from say bia media houses anaasɛ from TV coverage for no your challenges bebree me feel say ɛwɔ sɛ the FA no ɛne yɛ league competitions no Kanu yɛhwɛ na yɛtumi ɛyɛ ni ɛho nhyehyɛeɛ ankɔba saa na sɛ sponsors si saa ba Kanu yɛ hɔ after 1 year 2 years wɔn bɛsa atwa wɔn ho akɔ anaasɛ wɔn bɛgya yɛ league ne cover nti for now wohwɛ this year coverage for the league na yɛn nyinaa yɛaka ho asɛm yɛ starting season ne koraa Kanu na ɛnyɛ the coverage the commentary I say gradually wohwɛ improvement abam kakra with regards to the coverage and the commentary ni nyinaa timi de mehu sɛ nneɛma bebree ɛwɔ hɔ nom a sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛnya TV sponsorship anaasɛ yɛnya TV rights ɛma clubs no bi nso ɛnya sika ɛde bɔ league na ɛwɔ sɛ nneɛma bebree ɛfi no correct ankɔba saa de Kanu ɛbɛyɛ the same old thing na ɔmo bɛba on board but after 1 year after 2 years wobɛhu sɛ na ɔmo sɛ kɔnti ɛyɛ good sɛ at least yɛbɛnya an improved TV right na yɛ clubs no bi nso ɛnya sika because ɛyɛ den a Kanu sɛ club no ɛɛbɔ league na sɛ from TV right no memfa example so wobɛnya $1,000 anaasɛ memfa sɛ $10,000 koraa at least obetim dia cushion ho kakra by say ye bo league no na Globe for best sponsor na Afa TV best sponsor na ye clubs ne enya hwe de menye sure say ebasa ebo the image of the league
okay
nti we adwuma ye pa
okay but I'm the adwuma na kra ya na enwuma nketinketi bi about the start times like we cite example of other countries of ultra leagues no we almost settings na like Zambia, which was Zambia full league. And there's a bottom
yes, but more pitch
ni
facility
panels be a
dressing room no so
who say yellow ni green now to Afra. One like keep certain standards be camera ne capture the man here fair. So what you say? Yes, a pitch ye crown. Assemble. Improvement about
kids teams in a case improvement about
that said you boy
so o ma dress fine no baby o mo shenta de ni di kojina no na fe ya asem and sometimes where on be position cameras no Super Sport for crowd resist some of these issues e was certain venues obviously baby o mo kwa they don't have a good place to position the cameras a bit more.
I think in the last 4 or 5 years, if you know, as a Sunday manpower with regards to that same and to make sure the venue be I want to say no more central camera and on the picky action no do now
just opposite the dressing room no right?
Very good either say opposite dressing room and I say center line it is why we have BBN say dance park one say kwan no fa de code dress players ne fa de code dress room o ma mount to 18 bia cameraman no kosoro no akutwa because I was nya esoro pa ti baba yara say o ba untimi twa ne simple pa because of the bia camera location nya de ti sa ne man nyina mze kakra ye kwa ni just ya che ya che wo mu nyina ne marketing pre match post match and like sa ne man ya che
sentina ya na de bia me ka say enoma ni bi wo ho no ma ye duru ho a na ya back clubs no so ebi wo ho a purely leadership issues
and Kofi won tio football no as far as ye kroma ya jagum se obi atumi ebi ne de ebi eskafo ebi so nya sikafo level bi omo de team na ofin nsuo na de no nam na bi ne sa module na bi no omo de teams no kroma won la Kofi obi run a Premier League team okroma the income is zero. The only income onya match day no so match day club calculate no be boka
se kura ebi ni ho yes se Ghana
na we no aboka bobo match we can our boy the boss our match no any ska unya ye no we no aboka anti clubs no virtually end zero for the entire season. 0 ubi tuaka hwe nipa do a FNZ club license in tiers or employer omo bituaka busumi tuo mu nyinaka player tipa ni pe e wo se ofre ne nan ne ya e wo so ofre boot no ofre enti omo bokasa enti za ni market ngitin bi wo hono ma omo za akoboka ya omu hu so mfa so so it is not as if it says zika bana omo nye we sometimes so june clubs no ho awon
ba we say sometimes no de wa kan nyina no so wo hwe ko ba bi kakra nso a you would say we say o ye club na o pese we depend on near central FA no de beba in a way of sponsorship for the league any broadcast right ones and some no na o they survive here we break it down because enu may not be enough as individual clubs. So as you say, as individual clubs, you have to find a way to make money. And you don't just form the club. Now, we're giant women be at some of them they don't want to invest in appointing commercial people to be on the management. And then you put in, you invest. No, I expect returns. For example, Kotoko. Ye be league ya names are shas ye be beba. Kotoko Pewe. Now, if you want to depend on the sponsorship referee league in Muba, you can't even recruit players. So as I say, let's appeal to individuals or maba game. It is a serious business now. If you want to do it and do it well, you need to put in a lot. Now, and yet just assembling players ever field no sonkwa. So as I say, ye won kofo or ebi mu bobo no field no so no so when it comes to commercial issues ni ade o so wo ho mo ye ho adwuma gidigidi. Oh, the league in itself may not be lucrative, but the individual club,
the protocols and how to focus on more numbers no krano. They are struggling with sponsorships.
They say na me and
corporate Ghana few or more. Because of the product or me associated with a league in
okay
into company A or company B pictures ni videos are the no and then fair because bobo no mura maybe place in park so no butu nyina ira park no hu nyina fu ni party nyima basa so what you say into the corporate Ghana for now wo mo hwa din din am so beti yenka 1 year na won to mo nka
that's what I'm saying
so into no
that's what I'm saying
everything show say ye bo eboka mame mfa asante kotoko enye example na na amponsa eba ye opanyi ye hu the number of management or appointed members ye hu omo clout if eba omo CV ana eba everything about them they were up there so okay oba in time sponsors eba on board.
They commercial year could feel so fairly. Man, later go into politics.
Yeah. On sponsors eba on board. But at the end of the season, Sante Kotoko Eko Menshia our Mokobun Kontano. Kanu diene by Eka Anameboa.
Koyeno. Nana Ponsa Koye Chirino.
So Okobun Kontano. So bunkonta na ansa no koe ewi eche na ede eye Canada nti bibia che say even ono kro ba ya hwe ofa lawyer ɔyɛ international lawyer anaa meboa ɛma ne saa fa the local one ebi a case ne ɛwɔ ha ɔbɛ yɛ in charge Emmanuel Newton-Dasobere hwɛ ne experience ɛwɔ league nim denta
OB
international relations
so no OB on
yes
order of the British Empire abasobode kɛseɛ pa wo UK
nti hwɛ nipa wa appoint omu improvement
in terms of sikasem
improvement eba by the end of the day no eventually e dey ne buy e can e buy said they make out
confusion received
can be paying them no was na enye adeketwa.
So what I say ono kra no be run Kotoko with Kotoko's own income.
We sure.
Bounce and be you. Board for no kra no do mon trom baby. Ono ade Kotoko na no e be pesika no the run club no. Kobi. Ko heka gu o.
Say no it was the footing was wrong here. I had to say we set up a new business. Ubefa Kotoko na enye self sufficient. To mean ka say straight away na would or fee who's you says it's difficult. Ebia ubetimi akoye presentation to the board. Say okay, yempesi kebia ye de be run club no for the next 1 year or 2. Based on projections by 2 years time, I expect say club no should get to a level I know abetimi a generate to take care of itself. But as I say now so catty board support one everyone now you break down. So as because you are it's like you are building something all together. And as no you need some support. Minim details of how enuko there, but I remember I said Dr. KK upon time he say Oba he started something like that. Unfortunately at a point so free but you say after a year or 2 or 3 aircono na se Kotoko number of sponsors it kept increasing. So what I say we can get there but the problem is that most of the people in football no or might be in this area no probably because most of them just the passion I like the game or we're investing in it or ebi okra weekend druna team nisha just Nigeria okay and something like that.
Politicians in Kwana also are feeling no.
But for example, baby a nations way you check dynamics of the league. Nations can play the CAF Champions League next season. Sure. So if you have somebody so connected in the corporate world as maybe a commercial manager, I'm telling you, bet me presentations to certain organizations. By the time say nations Timiji League no kwa Africa, anya ko benya 1 or 2 bia say enyimu kanu kra ebeti subi. Then you build on it in the subsequent years. So what I say, so the Ghana Premier League may not be that attractive so to attract certain sponsorship on board, but you leverage on that platform. You are going to Africa and you can use the Africa to get something. But
don't forget the Africans so 2 clubs never at a time. You know? So what happens to the other 16 clubs on Football League in Ibi?
Oh, say the America say we can always start from
league
somewhere.
No, is it go be league in Ukraine say with how is he running football crew my dear. We only said day.
Sure.
Until we America said so we have to do it well and doing it well no clubs na nkasa any the individuals involved in the individual clubs no a big issue.
Yeah.
So what we the focus will be on the leadership of the FA and the executives. But na asiye hono ye twa no ma bi agya wo de emfa ne se no ura kwasi nyanta chita mi yesu enye one ne entire ESCO no. I think it was only Kurt who was also a member of the ESCO now wetimi abeye president now. Apart from Kurt, maybe 1 or 2 of the people back then are no more ESCO no, and that's why active in the game now.
Yeah, Randy.
Basically 80-90% of them ni system ni when it comes to mainstream activities. So what I say. But we are still crying. Which means problem no, it goes beyond just the leadership. And say Kramanfubi say call say beya abayin FA. I'm telling you, the individual clubs no. they nana nsen a omo so omo keka omo ho abom tu mpo kotoko ha so omo so omo de omo na esi form say ya implement certain measures a league into us no they had to halt the league so and if you come into the game would you do 1 or 2 or 3 things bia say modern day na ye wom no omo ye game no eye so what you say
you go first Kanu hin na dia is
na wo ba no na ne wo ba ni masika na wo dia beti team na
entimi ma say 18 clubs na say me fan say 80% of the clubs are omobo Premier League they are not doing the right thing entimi ma yem ma GFA no hu sa na say organizers of the league no hu say omo and also omo create an environment ebeye economically viable. Okay, so meba say upa club uko sponsor kra na the response will be the bema no obeka say na mu league ne kra no mebe sponsor de na menya so nti Kofi engine tum say esoro ho na wo so omo ye nuoma yi
obe sponsor obi sa obe sponsor de na obenya wo as emfa second Pfizer wa ba Kanu enterprise or ton mobile phones and also omo sponsor wo
yeah
one can say league no and was say that will crack competition now boom no me dey say me hu ni it is up to you
there na
it is up to you
there be nipa no ohwe meba nipa no ohwe league no ohun say u league no excuse me like the quality and standard no e wo form enti anya wo kwa na obeka bia che
na wo form yebetimi anemi factors ama league ni standard e perform
na be kwa kosi sikasem
okay meba
Kofi problems ababubo ni nyina che sikasem ase
yemfa ni say in terms of coverage Venus no one factor so what you say na Venus no GFA doesn't build much Venus
but GFA na approve to me ba GFA na approve enti say Golden City Park say example dance park na venue bi nya wo FA ni kwan say wo approve but say wo approve na ni pabo ho a una wo say blame
okay yem fan say we movie go stars abakumasi the same clubs who complain say ye ni sikadada one say ye free ha e di abakumasi yes Africa
the system is not working
but system ni papa Remo Stars man here da akofo na sembai very serious obaye no wo hu say baby amebo me ball any the way I was me taking care of my team no me responsibility. We see maybe he can afford. We see a mini stadium. Pitch. Correct.
Omo training grass, omo pitch is better 10 as a
yes.
Omo AstroTurf natural grass ne bebre.
So why ye ni nyina?
Training complex kakraka.
Good. Why ye ni nyina? So ati asio. Enti eno no. Se papa ni wiye sa de we nyina awia. Na enuoma ba kumienu bi about the league. When it comes to the regulation of the league, issue or the springboard to stand on it to challenge the leadership. Say, most say investment. So what they are making? Here, a bit to say, Dr. Kwabena Kese, Obeti Kesby, at that time, who say, I will see a bobo baby, on a start here, Abraham Kesi. But a Drew baby, no, he left the scene. Me mante from him on records, but some of the commentaries around back then was that as a not officiating too bad, and that after doing all the things he needed to do, referee bet me abe say na this one Kanu straight away near who say this is not a matter of the club in question, because baby obebo ball we're making sure say a very good place our ball ebi o hwe ni players ye o kiti o mo well with you o mo ka ye o ye bibia kama but referees modemo a enko yenti no are discouraging woko so what I say these ones we can talk about it. I'm just saying that in totality no the football association is not just the leadership but the individual clubs no so hugely involved. Now you Dr. Kwame Che decided to was supporting the May. Look at how omo SSA Abrankesibe and Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Ekachi, the cameras everywhere. Everybody was talking about his dressing room, any idea. Nations became attractive to the extent, say, some of the big players in the league na has ni kotoko hono na omutumi fa. So what you see, and so ye wage na wie. Why any part? He's paying the players well. I don't know how it is now. What see stadium? Kama ana wakoji bebia renovate aye kama. So what you see? Players, I mean, almost everything I was a club, no as individual club, why? So, nakanu, ebia on match days, manipulation be, basu baby against him. That is where you go back to leadership. So what I say, and I say, obia feel the unqualified player administratively. I was say, points must be deducted. Na obi. Try say obe favor obinti no ayinani. You see those things. You no man kitin you put it at the doorstep of the FA. The leadership.
And man there no crane say. So obeka gwa kwesi.
But individual clubs.
The key determinants ni na no. Controlled up there. Pitches a boss ubo ukrum ha. Your kitting, TV coverage, any perception. What's the perception index about the league?
I no cry a great
betting, hooliganism. Nima be na. They are tagging league, you know. No one is interested. Yes, referee could will be obrekum. Referee no interested. So a lot of the stories are negative stories that fly around the Ghana Premier League nano. Nema a straw for bit my own BB. Unless they are telling us say Womuno yede or munim the echo. Yes.
Yeah.
Say make out say go who go far remote stars mind dey buy. Elsewhere ya allow say sikafo nye den emra bom. Kroma so dey yem pese sikafo bebam.
O na say sikafo.
Tie Dr. Kwame Chede ya wo kan. O dey nations are born this year. More the same thing next year. More the same to the following. And trust by 5 seasons. Now unya returns.
Unya
sikam ma. Sikano mu pompe kono. Ebi ma. Now as the fans all Giannis in the Nigeria say Dr. Kwame Chede oil guru or filling station bro 100 ukrum ha. Nya then to the end the fan say o nation service busumi be tens of thousands of Ghana cedis. E komu 1 cedi krama. No I have to also 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. I know you go.
Oh ye ni year returns beba.
Obejai.
So we bet me aton 1 or 2 be boom let you say ton 1 or 2 be boom let you say ana pama.
Is it no?
The youth money nam division 1 o ma premium gaga mo ko ni ade crowd.
And I make as go vi till those clubs no. They say no mona selling the inabidium ho division 2 for division 1 for. Because I'm bet me the players or more be about 16 years, 17 years genuinely abobo. What to call this abobo na am fa coach the following day be ready. And to akwada or na experienced player or be you so experienced player na bo. Now the now results no keep adwuma. Enti Bruni su be player or producer to be call division 1 for no. And another first and another division 1 division 2 for no. Say this omo dey play and back to and omo dey Premier League team bi and say no mo timi aton. They say no clubs no agent for now connected direct linked from second division to ya temu e wa Accra Cheetah second division so ton o hia so dey play aba Brekum Chelsea Kotoko ansana. So what you say? And to omo de omo sha say omo edin omo ton 1 or 2 ba mpenifo no mo premier no omo bleedi but ne kan papa mu a e was say league ni liga wo bo enye sika. Wo dey say wuntimi enya profit crowd dey break even.
Yes, but I'm saying
in the case of Premier League in the last 10 years club be pomra bontin non ka say wabo season be enya profit.
Good.
They are the only club I bet me make a case for and no cry I don't know. Accra Lions of maybe last season.
And we say any league ni musika o.
Any league ni ska ba me ka say dia o head the number
free league ni
David league ni the obi
na me ka say o site Kotoko ni hasi in Spain Real Madrid Barcelona or let's say in England Manchester United Chelsea Liverpool Man City no muni ade. If it is about revenues from league ni mu kwa and they can't survive because one player from Tony saying
I said league
you get it.
League and the sponsors bra wo mu.
O say
a league in the platform no and the sponsorship akese no e bra wo mu.
I get it.
And it says they can create an enabling environment around the league. Trust me, corporate Ghana, corporate Togo will be in view.
So the credibility of the league is at stake. I get it. But I'm saying, say, you cannot isolate the clubs from the reasons that ama league in the credibility are compromised. Yes.
These clubs, you know, sometimes omu ye nema bi a ye feel say nyefe enye papa enye the normal practice because he can I was all throwing in a lot of money. So it's kind of fun
in every sector.
Player, obobola ni ba mehwe league no mfa sponsorship bia ma no TV coverage no hwe kapre intisika pa say revenue so bo league ni pa ahin pa no nyesika free.
In every sector.
This okoye wadwuma o baby. Now do wadwuma na be wura football mu. Nti de bia no bre o baby no. Now dey be say football. E ko football mu so akapre ma.
In every sector bia.
How so say ma ka masika for me ya bo okru mu ha.
No one ka sa. Ma blame ah.
One ka sa no.
In every sector bia no.
Masika for bibiri wo.
Ma doctor Kwame Cheni FA4 no nya problems see nations berry.
Now ni omunya problems say.
In every sector bia no me ba o. Say ka say ya portion blame say bia BBC ni e ma blame. Stakeholders no bia wo the portion of the blame, but so what? But here they are ye war
the bigger
one. And in your case, you know, menim the entire Kofi pese. I mean, FA4 no o blame more man. That's so bomb.
Because clubs no FA ni ye dia. No, football association.
Me ba o say clubs ni dey account, but you organizer, you will be on no.
You will be on the sending.
On the sending.
Clubs ni nyina.
In the case of yes, on the organizing league, you know.
Sure.
On the was ordained Yoma Egugu Akwamu, Emma League in Yetimi Bo Ebony. In that case, the FA, no. And the yeah can say, Omuna also mu create environment to be a Ebema ye football, no. Sika Ebede, Ebebemo.
Environment is to say, what are the things that will meet me to create that environment?
Oh, say be a league, you know, the sanctity of your league.
How well have they invested in? Like league in running no
and your league in
apart from mutual referees ne match commissioner for kind no crowd no team come 21 matches near them
first division in the league Access Bank sponsorship each club and as a club here no 80,000 cedis in a month by 30,000 number
in a month
in a season 80,000 also club here but say you start league na 30,000 number you will league in next week
Capre
now
we Bema Koka.
But do you have it on record say the sponsor no I payments no?
Yes.
Club there's on the mfano. The answer also akwaje sponsor ba. Sika say ne wo mema we say.
Okay.
Ti bobo no. E no oboko. Sika no so ai ma.
Tie. Kanu ye GFA president. Kofila be ESCO member, awa ESCO member. Yeah, we are the leaders. That's the leadership. And now, Nyamia Dumienya Access Bank and Wabe sponsor the Division 1. The whole season, 80,000. Because I mean, yes, was a bit me as club be expenses for. And Ukulisa. Tie bomb pie say, and Wuma Bekoyi, near Nyamo. Then the things a bit me ayama adiena ya konono. Clubs, yes, mudie. Make sure say mubeboa. And you know, ye post match. On nina can we promotion of the league ni ho. Also won ye. So ati asiye. Ma basa ye ne ade bi nkoso a. Ebe ma game na ye time. Obi ba ofia also wo pay 3 points at all costs. Enti utumi eni obi di boy ni ntokwa gidigidi ni ade na match ni bi okra ye jai bo ti said ye na no ekosi wo Indium Sports Complex players any referees atie gina ekontokwa sa time no Kanu oni ho enti so wa hwe na because Kanu ultimate responsibility Kanu na ye GFA president nti eni ni nyina ahwe ho a we forget about the members no more ground ho na omunso actions say the whole competition na ye ka ho asem no. That's why I spoke about change of leadership. Because in Yantachi time no, we were basically talking about all of these things. And Anas expose by it. Then came normalization committee. and you transited from there to a new leadership. The same things we are talking about here. Until the emphasis say tomorrow, Kurt may not be there. If you are not Georgia free yaba. If the clubs continue to behave the way they are behaving, I feel say BBI should be about the leadership near the na. Georgia free years administration or Kanu's administration or the Monzes administration will come. You better start na heya.
Kofi Bebao. And then about referees and players at stage na kum. Nina goes. And I'm the perception index about
me answer
about the league, you know.
Okay, rhetorical. Okay.
So players know. Oh, yatisi be we am away. Oh, players say yatisi be we am away.
And I yatisi away team na ko hu referee no. Home team no ama referee ni sika.
Yes. And pa so referee member park no so ne ye no there this as ensem na ye te ye no e aye no kre. Nipa. Ti say abrofu yi. Enye mra. Enyo mmra ene mu odin a nka abrofo no de bia ni mom meye no nye bi ni de omu ye ni abrofo egu prison ni broni e wa se de pia twitwo se obeso hu awa ni pakum sitie ni wa twitwo no ku amanfo pe ni a chena kotu prison. Yes, omu ye de chance ani ade ba mra ye adwuma wo ho ni ade. So say yan clear the perception a what league no ho yan sanitize league na Kofi. Sani ma be koso asisi ya be koso asisi ya de bia na defin.
So how do we clear it?
How do you clear it, Zay?
Beat is a player.
Investigate people. Mama mrani mamfuni.
I agree.
Because there are matches bi ho no mo a. Anke ye kase ye investigate ya. E be humu no kure wo ho. Ye course wo brekum na anu ade. Any other games bi a ye wo examples bebre. Onka efe no e pese wo tini din ho a. Wa ye wa ja sem we dia ma proper investigative body be a say police CID and na say mo de muntiminya internal wa more source more external bodies no mo nhwe because where your issues are border with criminalities. So be jisika free bi ho say wo ko wia ma chama no. Hey senior Man United mo ne Chelsea me it me the boat here or Stamford Bridge untiminya referee. Sometimes be one of us a mistake be boa. Ya can be that say referee ko jiska baby and as ya bribe referee and if ya catch referee so nko dintia obi omo ya say a mistake because of any mama no previously ne how one say ko referee ya go di United ne West Ham match oba was o num koke no go anwan ye etempera ne hines nchan so like omo pese e fin be battle league no bibi kitu obi no ma fa ne kese ba yo so ade kese bi na fa ne kitu abi ne agam.
I agree.
Kofi the rider ye inti mami nwe na nsa wo de be samba o.
Maybe a whole day.
Referees no made matches ever so this weekend as well. But GKB Construction for say they say you know enyana wo de ye floor slab na fe wo de floor down so no or say atwam they say or the form works aba correct ones pa I know there wo de toe down so pa to aso a ekoyi pa. And your wall roofing sheets a ton or long span self lock IBR. Yeah, free estimate. Over see a bear smithy or down over bosswa, a bear any free annual capre. No to roofing sheets maybe wall. And a wood fabrication are your roofing. Come, ye tombi wall. Na ye santo tunton a dine a fee. Look at down a fee. Fear the nipper team. It's a dine. Me
Nina basically
fear your home. What just here? And a dine a house.
Nina say
that be what just here?
There can never be a home without a house.
Of course, but they are not the same. Because oka awa home oka awa yere ne ma and the busuya any baby omote a home.
There be family. Any family ana.
That be
any family.
A family all right, by home.
Okay.
If baby or no, ni yere ne ma a busu engine or mote. Any name a coso home.
Okay.
House that is one. A dining quiet house. It's fully furnished houses NFA uncompleted houses in Ayetuntombi. You want Sasia litigation, man soon be anyhow. Tell litigation freelance and no ton. GKB Construction and Logistics for you was Santasia Pre. Your telephone number is 0246 248 275. Also, I would Japadi Baba some Tom House. no afraid 0246 248 275 and 0201 366 600. Saran suna Vema Plus Limited wamo ena wamo de enru makumako ennan aba Vema Plus Limited for say yenum Prostavite capsules na yenye adwunso mu haw bia enti complication bia wo bia adwunso bia se adwunso tentem adwunso bibiri adwunso so a pampan wachire adwunso aw brands aba timechim sa obi so ono mu a adwunso kan na wanye faster obadwunso agunu ho ni nyina yo haw what you say ena eno ye Prostavite capsules na be so ano X Drive capsules enso eye adura yede ye mema semyi so what you say o hwe amanfo mema semu a agegu okroma zi adwendwene ye more enti boys ne namu a nema bebre ena asese ya omode namu enti bo modern se obenum X Drive capsules na yo mema semyi osisi yare low sperm count premature ejaculation ono obehye ma isi na was hu asane ono ni nyina o say X Drive capsules little capsules ye ma obi ananum wonka na ise halitosis no hadwen e trim na o ha no wo ba cho bo modern so benum little capsules e be bo apa the nut capsules ye madro the nut no menstrual pains disorder ne hu kron ba so menses hu nsem ne de problem bi a wo fa hu bia no the nut capsules ye ton e wo herbal shops mu nyina e wo kroma say leading herbal shops e wo kroma nyina no kwa benya biato ana one Vema Plus phone ni nkomo 0244 370702 0244 370702 now corporate challenge corporate championship in Bebaso Otec corporate championship
and OCC
OCC yes and a competition for the corporate world corporate Ghana for yes we are bamunaze say football people na move you more yes we are ba running business be a recognized business be a school be a I mean
as a
banks
okay
companies more ahodo oni ya obetima be true
or manufacturing companies
what you say as far as the company near recognized no one krata I just as we adwuma Ghana yesi akaze be championship nti akosa boys bia emfa aha nti we no nyame adomo a junior e ba be wram ye na e ba so emre ni ho ti yesrese obi a be ba be tro ni din wo de obese wo tro company din a kovi omo frɛ number yi 0547 982 256 0547 982 256 0547 982 256 fresa number no yemfa sedama Edusa Herbal Clinic Edusa for say free anano 19th and 22nd right till from 19th no which is Monday no etuemu akosi June ending free screening ekoso ewe Edusa Herbal Clinic enti blood pressure cholesterol sugar level hepatitis typhoid ne yare ahodo nyina omutwa free test free so be hu status yare bi wo hono mo a ze hu status say wanya bi unya bi uyanya bi ni nyina hu pa wanhwe yi a ebe bom profili mu na bo wato fo makofa how ene ka kese abanti better so be check srade dodo e wo hunam ni mu srade so ni mfa so no edɔso a ye be kire onura benom na chese wetumi ayi afiri ho pressure no wo de na ekosoro ana wo de na ekofom dodo silent killer especially low pressure no and the bow so a hu hwe be chance o die one sorry the hard drink pa sugar level hepatitis typhoid ni nyina ko Edusa Herbal Clinic be free screening e wo maso ye aha macro goil filling station wa e hona be hu Edusa Herbal Clinic macro goil filling station wa ti ko channel pa tututututu o se free screening na ye Kanu Otec no be bi Edusa fo ne kuta emu e ma ye de Otec corporate championship no eba Mami Edusa yes mami ncha na nwumre said you heavy power Edusa kroma be bia all right ena kotoko she Adom FC 4-1 na ya nkufa kensi Patrick Asiedu Samson Eduku Samba O'Neil ena Kwame Poku wa mo ne ball 4 goals ni ma kotoko neze Papa Joe ni team no na anwe ne siamo mu no brekum Chelsea so FA na charge omo say FA Cup match omo ne kotoko boy no MTN omo sponsor competition no omo amfa omo logo anto matadi aha na omo sha Jason Ross nti FA na charge omo anti omo de articles 1C 1D 2C 2D 2E and 14F where they are mutually articles no doors no. All right, ma referees no na yenko anim. A shall on Friday had to folk any Accra Lions ever Accra Sports Stadium Maxwell Usu and the center referee. Gold Stars ne kotoko Bibiani Dance Park and also Robert Muse when the bedis are and Karim Zito. In fact, in how to folk head coach Watara Omoni Accra Lions are Kinsi on Bonnet Channel. Wa count se be discuss this game this year.
We are playing against one of the good attack and one of the good defense in the Premier League. Expect the position of Accra Lions. No matter to say is one of the weak team. No, it's one of the strong team, and this league when he score, and we are prepared to limit and try to get advantage on this match. And the players are focused. We also, and I want all of us to know, Accra Lions have a good side. They're one of the strong team. In the first round we suffer Sugar Kope, and Friday also, tomorrow, can be one of the tough match for each other. And I hope we are going to deliver and try to contain them and play their game to get the maximum points. But it can be difficult. It's not easy.
All right, so no. Now Karim Zito, Eric Accra Tuja, Nyami Aduma Kwesiada, Wamo any Bibiani Gold Stars.
The approach will be very serious, but we should admit it. We are going to meet one of the best teams in the league on Sunday. They are very good and have more advantage by playing at home. So we double our tax seriously in meeting them. So we are preparing ourselves that this is a team that is questioning trying to win the league. So definitely they will never sit down for anybody to stop them from winning the league. And we are also we want to be competitive in the quest for the league. So definitely it will be very tough for both of us. It won't be easy. It will be very tough for both of us. Even though they start advantage, because if we are going to play at home, we really have the advantage more than the person coming. But that will not deter us from coming in for what we want.
Right, so Dreams any breakum Chelsea so to Bastro Tevno ni Kofi Gideon and be this game no. Bechem United ne Basake Holy Stars I want na Fosuji Abo Park Jacob Aduntera. Eduana Stars ne Legon Cities Moro Idrisu on be jam on Najma me do the first pack. Na fe Nations and Samatex Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex and also Aye Reverend Reginald Collins Amwa. Young Apostles and Heart of Lions Wenchi Sports Stadium here Alfonso Atiapa na fe Vision and Karel Adieno near J. Krekude Sports the second sports complex and what Tema Newtown so here David Adani NTWay NHS for match day 32 awa Nyame admo na house and Accra Lions game but you have to 4 of silver. I'll say this our Ghana Premier League has suffered reputational damage unless we rebrand it, else it will decline, sir. It is already tagged with stains. It is already tagged and stained with hooliganism, betting, and match fixing. Perception index, it is saying in this instance. Amount for Adrian Ben Omo Efa Ghana Premier League, a B and a 2 for Boboso. All right, Dimonza.
Yeah. Ochina
Congo Spaniards with the Arsenal name. Just screenshot of Arsenal have 2 European honors. The Intercities First Cup in 1970 and the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994. The latter title recognized by the European Confederation. The club played the 1994 European Super Cup and repeated its presence in the following year's Cup Winners' Cup final. Blah 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 blah. Arsenal for. Moko, Moko Zuti and Enry. No, so organize, or been such organizing free buses be on the Kobe Bieni. Menshia Museum ho 7 a.m. sharp and a bus ni betu. Nyame aduma kwesi da no pa. E free ubezo kubia. Obin se chezo open national chairman boa.
Sani atete.
Okay. Into the organized bus na.
Me.
What does we ana?
Okay, say the moons we are na eja. Me wa adwinkyere kakra ho.
Na obi ama on charge bi amfa ho. Obi organize bus for supporters akwa. Ya adwinkyere ben bi.
Say bia na me bo na bus se wa ya.
Ene say no nya adwinkyere.
Sa.
Bus supporter nya adwinkyere o.
Enka me bo na bus na nso. Nenso kakra bi ho.
All right. You want that?
Yeah. Kanu, Ochina game no, a bit me the most important game for Accra Lions this season. A very, very important at the moment because a away game. And it's almost me a share, a bema almost chances of survival no. Kanu, I very, very great. It's a watch Accra Lions position on the league table. Kanu, almost 16 position with 35 points. And omo 3 games aka na omo ne has bo wia omo 1 home game on bebo. Then the last game no omo akọ baby ni na omo ni Gold Stars akọ akobo. Enti ebi a home game no so omo sha ebetimi e de omo beba 38. But omo here 1 more win and sana omo etimi a survival. But recently we share Accra Lions omo form omo pick here Kanu omo apeja and as a mean can omo form na pick at the wrong time because omo struggle by getting to the latter part of the season no make us anyoma asha say kuye at the moment kakra and omo ye one of the teams in so Kanu in terms of away performance no mo nya de kra so far this season the only away game I mean fan so mo wini the inter me ka say main fan so mo wini ye omo ni nso atrema game no eno say na ya away ene mo 3 points intino ye be ka say away win but apart from that omo nko away enko win game omo best away performance 3 matches and omo etimi abo draw ewa away and playing against Accra Suffolk no omo away game. Same thing with Hasufuk. Almost home no Kanu this season. Open teams are perform poorly. Ewo home has eka home. Just 25 points. And a Hasufuk a peke ewo home. Teams are has adie chomo in terms of home points you know. Insu atremai any Legon cities. Instead say the home points in the league table ka Hasufuk at the relegation. And me sure say has say season ne and no munya a top 4 finisher Kanu ombeka say a good season at the moment medical ka we from last 2 seasons last season maybe a has a free buy and this season mu benye top 4 finisher e be good season the moment and me sure so say ombe try so ombe fight at all cost so mbetimi ewura top 4 nim and with the win no mukonya breakum no ebe more that confident but the problem with us home menim the entire home almost struggles are and the ebema Accra Lions confidence ni say almost betimi afa game ni say home game and almost survive and so ejina match we so and it say game ebebo against us say important the maye na say Kanu ankoye game bia ye betu kwa ko bebia na say ye bonye Accra Sports Stadium yenso home dia and a kwan bia so say yensu yetimi hye and unim say yemfa ball no to one monso a me sure say Accra Lions ebetimi has folk team ni panti ebeye a nice game and the tension ebeba game nim for 2 sides you know Kanu ebewo soro pan ye me hun say game ni betimi end in a draw because of how Amaka say very important Edema Accra Lions and the fact that Hasselfolk this season home no almost struggle. So a nice game pan ye. But me fan say double chance for Hasselfolk. Either a slim win for Hasselfolk and I say a drawn game. Didn't I mean you too sure for Hasselfolk when say Accra Lions I mean almost last 3 matches on my home no from Asante Kotoko Dieno almost show 3-0. almost say we need the next home game and at the last game nso onim so mbo na Accra and omuche Diana show mo that 5-3 nti ebe a game am nim say Accra Lions ebe go into the game with that confidence but Mama has to fuck double chance either a win for has to fuck and say game no ebe timi end in a draw.
Yo Bobby you na your mama phone come here.
Yes, mami touch on Brekum Chelsea for charge na kakre bi na ye mayensa so. Kanu, you see, these are some of the things. And where I dina ibia na abesi we so no. Medidi hu komo kakra. And I understand say before the game no. No ma clubs ni nyina omo anomo bo semi-finals ni nyina something like a sticker with MTN logo on it. Omo de be bo omo jerseys nanim. So what you say? Na Brekum Chelsea for any me excuses be so omo DSR me drew intemo sense we be drew ye no omo de tare adini mo an tare yo say whatever be the case so but the same sticker kotokode any de ode bo nanim emani timi boy mo de be boy. We are talking about sponsorship for the leagues, right? Say sika MTN e de sponsor FA Cup no eye enough and I say enye enough no we can have that conversation another day but ye de kakra na ye wo no epe more enti se ukoye bibi ebe ma kakra na ye wo no kra san hwere ye kra then is a big issue because MTN sponsorship ubeka at a point kra FA Cup ne ye more until ye reintroduce ya ye nya MTN mo mbesu mu ni ade maybe the money involved and you too big. I can understand when clubs resist our concerns now. So what I say, maybe we can have a conversation say moving forward ebi aso muma 1 CD I will say Kobe about 5 CD. We can have that conversation on another day. But as it stands now, all the clubs have committed to it and they have accepted and they know say udu at certain stage in the competition you are supposed to wear a jersey MTN logo ebo animu enti se de brew na other clubs no enyina will be ad ne de abo na wo wa mo I'm told say MTN phone ni raise sa issue no ansakra na em say F4 na bin eba so a mo decide say they will work on it. These are some of the things we expect the clubs to check. Say TBN wajiatum and you have played the competition bepim semi-final. And just a logo, put it there to at least give the sponsor a certain mileage on the match day. Now it doesn't help. At the end of the so what you say, if you do this, now at the end of the season, at Congress or any of the meetings of the association, clubs no move back together na mu push for more, then you have bibi abetimi agina so what you say to push for more. But yemfani said the ekosui if it doesn't stop na clubs no anyhow na the next time you are going to MTN for renewal they may not even renew at all. And you know I think that enye Chelsea dear na aba but all the other clubs they have to check. Ye nibi kakra na ewo ho no Kanu yemfa kwan bi so a ebe make sure say ye be encourage you omo na ye de agina so apɛ more. Do you understand? Until they have to check.
All right. Yeah, my man phone can be.
I'm a man phone can be. Na na kan pese me ka kyerɛ ma obi mu say esre o ma Kumasi nso ya o montumi organize ade any more na numbers ni nye more babayara.
Okay.
Because Kumasi de sika ni nyina akra kokotoko kwansim nti ye ko baby ani ya o my organization free buses na ye but kotoko ehia numbers e wo fie nti when it comes to home games na ye kwa na ho ye empty no they have to check and also as well very very important.
All right,
Madaroma
ati say it make a lot of sense. All right, any yemfa kosakra 0505225578. Okay, now 0505224944. ofra ebe pick you out from why is a birthday be wo okay what do you na yem fa course
you why ready on okay we ya yediem Jaggrace of Jaggrace Enterprise ewo sunyane and na ye Jaggrace ne birthday nti ye wish na happy birthday nyankopon hyira no na onye ne kese na onto ne nsem na ne papa
wadi amaye nyina
waya amaye nyina na se waya amaye no yankopon ema ne nya ho nhyira nti Jaggrace of Jaggrace Enterprise
Jaggrace
the nice picture no ho fefe
oh yeah Jaggrace o heavy
nti ya wish na happy birthday
pa me hunu na che since I'm free nyam nya so me
nice o worry or send him message but
me oh nya sa wo chanko ide ne ngoma ko all right yeah pick it cause akra hello
Esa, Osei Akoto Kanu.
Yes, sir. But you win is a Shibuaku. One nam Asafu Hoba be a Yawan and Nama Yaha baby as a Shibuaku. Yes, a Shibuaku. Win is a Shibuaku. But you win is a Shibuaku. Yeah.
But Mamicha, Mr. Benjamin, or basically. Na bibia match na oduru won aduk kapasi a to be for that say o fabat amoma ko bibia ni a enye ne bole so ena enye sikasem wo say edu ba bi po a 3 points ni hia sene sa sika na ye nya no what dey make na say bibia aduru no ye pese enye ne trophy ni no at the same year ye win FA Cup ya win bi da opoku titan ye win FA Cup e win league ye win league ni FA Cup ni ye di ba kuma nkrofo no mo nkan no no mo de sia no ye di ba kuma mo so mo nko Africa ni bi enti ye say the same win dream to say so mo dam fifi oba bi so akala so show mo kina on be sa ba bottom crown relegation at mo what dey make na say ye win bi mi sana ye ni on point for no mo brother sia ye di ba kuma mo bi say be mo bi say three and kuma me you say or the bass is you na support it na ko support team no wo bulienu am achie boys no am yanya ta 3 maximum 3 points na enye le bonus so wonim de wa hye gu say obetumi asotigiti e no nyame boy le de mana
one is the bonus
ama ni supporters am ma ko hwe me de ma ball but this year de what say supporters ni team achi ni enko bibieni ni enko support team no ni enye 3 points ni mla kuma say Benjamin Biseke nyame hira le da say
all right Mr. Dasi Hamza hello yes sir all right you too amen
and I'm not a younger player I did by one papa my in the female can we now you nice and young boy nephew there European tournament in the conference anymore.
What about boy our dad here? Go movie grand canvas also. Yeah, movie munya de. Yeah, Bobby and munya de. Yes, we are more.
And the man you are Bobby Sakola Pan of Panam. You. Oh, Mamma moved the moment that the one can.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. You go so pick some few more calls. Nya Surama DJ Romeo Abesoma Twaso. Hello.
Hello, Kanu.
Yes, sir. Ojugu ni ana.
Kanu, Jamin.
Ojugu. Hello.
Hello,
Aha, kaza yeti o afede e muda o.
Bidaro. Come over. So the can home me be ba me nche obia. E ba me choba ni pa me be para ba so pa on kaza ti obia. O ka se mo ya de. O se ai obi polo obi fe na la obi polo obi fe na on. Ba de ga me ncha na pa onim kasa pa. Ke de me kanu ga me ko me ni bo de me kanu tia. Kanu o ze jebe samoni ni Ghana football enimu. Ba me ka ko to kwasem. Kanu ko to ball no, ko to team no. Any pe room free boss. Opia got the second room free. Opia Makana will be 3 years and 4 years in. Opia room free. And I said, I never get Facebook. Let's go to about this year. No, I'm free back in Musi. Possible now, wait now, spoil me on second free. I'm free time with seeing that in the almost I second him go almost cover 15. Number to go nema. Oh, Pierre set him free. Are they? I do have the way what to Guasama. Now we'll go set him room free. I'm going to be a VIP. Then I go to Veneska. Can mean I'm in my wife.
All right, Medas with you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Major Zuni, I'm at your
Wow, near Kwame Manqua.
Oh, okay. Kwame, it's you.
I'm just telling you the cleaning. You're my light of food. Why you are crying now? I'm Tibi. But the other answer the vampire said I'm watching a house. Almost about ya. Omunya said the England football league. Or Rikrana. Or so Shannon. Man who sent a stamp or bar upon me. And then the queen is the material church for the end. And the queen church for my idea. Because what we are sponsor. I'm up from first 64 rounds up to semi-finals. Let's say amount logo say for bad in next one for about. It's a word go. I sponsor the coin mark. It's a fellow. The money now final this year. I didn't would watch him to the body there. And there will be our so this way. It's like a matter. It's a man.
Matthias. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You,
yeah, that's it. Amen.
Russia could be Kotokone, Rosa, Magic. And while you said to Magic, yeah, that's no I'm going to come here. That's no one. You mean referee, the time if I get one again.
Referee, a friend Robert Musée.
They become by the minimum. Only I didn't just only say, the moon now. Otokosa was said, the minister was. You know, say, question public to me, you yes, no other. Let's make us be doing Kana, what I did then look at the Mama. I cook Kotoko, that's the end. And then my heart really should me that.
All right, Mr. Medase. For last one. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, our boss, good evening. You.
Saa sọlá ti bẹ kọtọkọ bí bọ́ọ̀mù yẹn ṣe ni ní èyí bẹ kú ìkẹ́sì. Ṣé ẹ̀ máa fọ kásá bìbì yẹ kọtọkọ ẹ̀ náà kọtọkọ ní ẹ̀yìn ayé bọ́ọ̀mù ẹni ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ṣe èyí wọn ṣe wọ̀. Pẹ̀lú bọ́ọ̀mù yìí ọmọ yìí o ti yé bí ẹ̀ mú yẹn bọ̀ tẹ̀ ẹ̀ náà kọ̀sán ti kọ̀tọ̀ máa ti yẹn sọ̀nù. Ẹ̀mú sẹ́ kálẹ̀ ti bí ẹ̀ bọ̀mù ti yẹ kọtọkọ pẹ̀lú fún mọ́ni nkọ́fẹ̀m na ẹ̀bọ̀ yìí ṣe kọtọkọ bẹ́ sọ̀ wùtú wa.
All right, yes, that's it. My friends here, I'm not much on your so it'll be asking for your time. More contributions, more testify, more Freddie by night, the Munina Masi. It'll be asking for Mumra Munya Diamai, Yankupon Kobia, on Sebesha, or China, na Yadi Chato, or Chinimu, Abremo. Edamasi.